Yo, what's good with y'all, man? Nets fans is the best fans.
Back in the day, J-Kid was the man, boy. Put the team on his back like a jam sport. D-Lo with the dribble drive handoff. Pick and roll, full contact, this is a man sport. County and Kings, really the Kingsborough. You know Crown Heights, so you know that sound, right? Brooklyn Bridges, Z-Dub defending. The Brooklyn Block Party, clacks and double digits. Got the Barclays clicking, the whole block is with it. Left a lot on the table, now we coming to get it. The shook one's gone, we too Brooklyn strong. Can't stop, won't stop from the Brooklyn block.
I'm fitting the score next. My J is all net, me and Jay just all next. Getting back on defense, hit him with strong flex. I'm official like a ref, trying not to get attacked. And we go hard on Brooklyn, that's a promise. Watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Miss you, watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Switch, they can't guard me, especially side the Barclays. Spin between crosses, I can score with both hands. Midi flawless, and I get to paint like an artist. I'm a boss smith, so you should respect my handle. I see the big picture with the Nets like a mantle. In the future, I see us as champs too. And when we do, I'ma do a Brooklyn dance move. To stir that whole Millie rock like a FanDuel. And that's a bet like my parlay on FanDuel.
B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N.
There's caution. Oh my goodness.
You establish a culture, that's what you do every day. That creates one thing that is your identity. Alright, that's how you are seen by other people. If you work really hard and get 1% better every day, you're a competitive group. That means that you fight.
Oh, what a move by Sharp, counting the foul.
Yo, Nets fans is the best fans. It's Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. That was a good game. A lot of ties, a lot of lead changes. I'm not going to front. Danny, man. MPJ is an all-star. It was the rookies versus Cooper. Flagg, Trey all took one shot. I just need more, man. I need more from Diego. But Danny Wolf, I'm excited, bro. Nah, Leafa was saying that is my favorite player out of the rookies. He is, bro. He is, man. I wish our lottery pick was better than Danny Wolf, but he not. I know y'all want me to give Diego time and this and that. Even if we give him time, I don't think he's gonna be better than Danny Wolf, man. Danny Wolf's 27 minutes, 17 points, 6 for 10 from the field, 3 for 3 behind the 3-point line. 7 rebounds, assists. Like, bro, come on, man. How y'all? Yo, look, and then look at his shot selection. Look at his shot selection. Hold on, let me see his shot selection real quick. Let's see. Look, bro. He hitting that elbow three. He knocking that down 3 for 3 at the elbow. At the arc, at the elbow. He get into the paint, scored 3 times at the 3-point line and 3 times in the field. I mean, in the paint, bro. That's what a big man. So that's a stretch for. That's a stretch. I'm saying make Clowney work. I don't want Clowney not to work, but yeah, I see he got some good defense. He's not just out there scoring. I seen him get a good block. I see him out there. He got some bad fouls called on him, but ultimately, like I like his defense, bro. I like what he got going on. You know what I'm saying? But Clowney is the stretch for the future for the Brooklyn Nets for sure. If it's not Clowney, it's definitely Danny Wolf. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, yeah, man, this was a good game. I enjoyed this. MPJ is an all-star, bro. All of this, he not a number one option, and he this and that. The hypotheticals of what might happen in the future. Right now, as I watch the game to game, he is a all-star. 12 for 20 from the field, that's above 50%. 6 for 10 behind the three-point line, that's above 50%. Above, come on, bro. 34 points at that kind of efficiency, bruh. He clutch. He is clutch, but there's a clear difference on the 1 and 2 option. Clowney is taking the next amount of shot attempts. Then Claxton, then Danny Wolf. We need more shot creation on this team, man. You know what I'm saying? They blood Drake. I didn't even know Drake Powell was in the game. 3 minutes. Why he only got 3 minutes? Why is Nolan Traore getting more minutes than Drake Powell? Y'all be saying I'm harsh to these players. How? I'm critiquing the game the same way y'all critiquing it. What's up with Drake Powell? Why is he getting less minutes and Nolan getting more minutes than him? Like, what's going on with that? Danny Wolf is the only rookie that makes sense to me, man. Yago, I seen him trying to get to the paint. I seen him not finishing. Then I'm looking at Cooper. I see he finished. When you look at Cooper and how he played the game, Cooper, he's not taking a bunch of three-pointers, bro. He had 22 and 8. Look at this is what I'm saying. Everybody talk about the modern NBA. I want you to see the number one pick in his shot selection. Just to show you the great players they get to the basket, man. Look at him. Yo, he took one three-pointer. One three-pointer. He was getting all his points in the paint. This is what Cooper Flagg did to us tonight, man. Shit crazy. Get into the rim, all around the rim. He had one mid-ranger. That's it. That's what I'm be trying to tell y'all, man. The great players is get into the rim, get into the midi. They not everything ain't about a three. Just because Steph Curry changed the game. You know what I'm saying? I gotta pay attention, man. I'm hoping y'all paying attention, man. For real. Shout the player one, shout the peoples. You know what I'm saying? Shout the Range Rover. Shout the BC, the Mac. Shout to all y'all, man. Word. But it is what it is, man. Like I said, Danny Wolf looking like the best rookie on this team. MPJ is an all-star. And, bruh, they put Terrence Mann in the fourth quarter. What up, Lecky? They put Terrence Mann in the game, bro. Shit, crazy. Yago throwing trick passes behind his back. Yeah, go. Like, come on, Yago. Like he said, Yago should go to the G League. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what up, people?
Yo, what's good, my guy?
Chilling, man. What you thought about tonight's game?
Shit. Only thing excited is Danny. That's the
Danny
only
Wolf,
thing
man. He
excited.
be hooping, bro.
Start that shit over, Breezy. Motherfucker behind the ball. Now, what is what's the Breezy? What is the aim? Don't get it. Trying to give some people, man. Yo, there you go. more days, man.
Your Wi-Fi bugging out right now, peoples.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you better now. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm supposed to have decent. I don't know. I got all the bars on that Wi-Fi though. But that shit. I don't know, man. Everybody, Hornets lost. Wizards lost. Obviously, they're gonna lose every game. I don't know, man. I don't know. This shit giving me anxiety, Breezy. This shit giving me anxiety, man, because it's like 7, 8 teams. They just fucking shit up behind us, yo. They fucking shit up big time, man. I was hoping they like the Wizards can get a win at home or some shit. Or nah, man. Nah, they
All
still
right,
got
but
like
what
four
about but
wins.
now forget the other teams. But what you thought about tonight's game?
Uh well, what's the name? You see when Nicholas faces a real center, you see what happens. We had 24 and 14 rebounds. AD. That's he didn't even go off for like 30 points. He can go off against him, against whoever we got big guys. That it's still not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? But he's still not. You need a big guy, man. You need a real big guy on your team. Um, and obviously MPJ, the top five shooters. Um, that's it, really. I mean, there's nothing else really going on, man. I don't know, Igor bugging out. Um, what's the name? Nolan. I don't know all the threes he was making in G League and shit. Nothing happened in the game. I'm worried about Nolan though. I'm worried about Nolan. He's so small. Pause. He's so skinny. So like
Yeah,
and
I'm
he
not.
can't
I'm not
get
worried about that.
he can't get by he
He's just
can't get by the guy. I'm worried though, Breezy. He can't get by the guy like with the dribbles. He don't have no sauce. I'm worried though. I'm worried about that kid.
okay.
Um that's it. I don't know. I mean,
All
you
right, no,
seen the game
it's all
too.
good. If that's it, that's it. You know what I'm saying? We
That's it,
just gonna
my
keep working
guy.
on the
But
channel.
yeah, I'm worried though. I'm worried.
All right. You got it. Don't worry about it. Shout out to Peoples Hernandez. Come on down. Leaf, talk to us. You did the play by play?
Hey man, I did it, bro. That shit was scuffed, bro. Cause obviously I'm down in Texas and I don't have no damn the local channels and shit. Obviously, whatever. But um, I did look at the rest of the game. The second half, we was really battling the whole game, bro. I mean, just out of the gate, MPJ and Cooper Flag, they was going bucket for bucket, but it was it started to be a discrepancy once AD inserted himself into the game. You know what I'm saying? So that's when most of our front court got in front foul trouble. Clowney, he easily got frustrated because he had five. He once he got like four fouls, it was basically the countdown to when he got five. Um,
Yeah, I ain't
MPJ.
like those some of those calls on Clowney. I thought it was
I mean,
too
well,
protected.
I
That's
didn't
what
like
happens
him
when you're a
either.
losing team, Breezy.
I
Then when
mean,
you're a losing
I didn't
team,
like him.
refs
I
don't
didn't
help
like
you.
him either, bro.
That's
But
just
the
the way it
thing
is.
is, when they threw him on AD and when they threw him on AD on the switch and they threw him on a lot of the switch and drives, bro. Like I kind of knew what was going to happen, bro. Like we didn't have a situation, bro, where nobody could get help. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously Dallas was spacing the floor, and once they shooters start hitting, that's pretty much it. So I mean, we had situations where everybody had to hold their own individually on defense, which is one of the reasons why the game went the way it went. MPJ obviously went for another 30. He needed 40 if we was gonna win this game, but it is what it is. Danny Wolf is exactly what I said it what he is, bro. I don't even think it should be any discussion from here on out. I mean, in terms of the rookies on this team. But
Yeah, no,
I
it's
think
clear. It's clear that Danny Wolf is head and shoulders better than the other rookies, bro.
Way
It's
better. Way
yes,
better.
Yes, absolutely. But in terms of the game, bro, I thought we battled. I mean, we it just came down to the fourth quarter. Coop had a good game. I mean, I can't know. I can't even discredit Cooper Flag at all, man. Cooper had a good game, but they finally got him off. Jason Kidd finally got him off the ball. But I'm noticing like as soon as he got him off the ball, like that's where our problem started because in terms of perimeter and wing wise, bro, like we had problems uh stopping him from scoring early on. He had his points. And then once AD got the ball, man, Clax was pretty much basically a duck in the water. That like Clax is basically a chicken dinner, bro. Like if he's by himself, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, it is what it is, bro. I ain't really expect us to win this game, but I mean, I thought we played all right.
Well, I'm gonna be honest though. I mean, from my perspective, I thought Claxton actually played good defense on 80. He was getting cashed out at the free throw line on a lot of sus calls. He was actually frustrated all night.
Yeah, I
You know
mean,
what I'm saying?
it wasn't like AD put up 30, bro. I mean, but I think AD just had a better second half than he had a first half.
I
I,
mean,
I
look. I mean, coming from the Nuggets, I'm very familiar with AD. I mean, Claxton was locking them up. Like a lot of those free throw calls. I mean, first off, even Clowney. Although Clowney had, I guess, what you call a tough game. I mean, he was guarding AD, and then, like I said, a lot of those early calls. Like I forgot the one where like there was one call I didn't even see where the foul was, but they called it on Clowney like when he got initially taken out. I mean, shit was just tough, man. But
yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, but
hold on.
but when you
Let's
got AD on your team, you gonna draw fouls, bro. Like
yeah,
that's
yeah.
hold on. We gotta go to Notorious too. Notorious, talk to us. What you thought about the matchup with Claxton AD?
Um, I mean, I saw some good things out there tonight. I mean, AD is AD, man. Like he's sitting up here saying what AD did. Let's not, why are we surprised? He's still, even with the injuries, he's still one of the best big men in the league, hands down. I mean, it's Anthony fucking Davis. I mean, I'm not trying to let Clax
Right.
off the hook here, but that's what Anthony Davis does, bro. Especially when he's not dealing with a strong interior he got to go up against as far as size. But
Right.
y'all said a lot of things that I was going to say. Danny Wolf is clearly the best rookie, head and shoulders above the others. Um, we the rest nobody brought this up. The rest was on some bullshit tonight. They was on some bullshit tonight. We couldn't get a call. They got all the calls. It was the game was called very lopsided. Um, I wanted to bring this up about Yegor. What's up with boy, man? He looked lethargic out there tonight, man. Is
Yeah.
John still running that he's still sick excuse? Cause
I don't
he
know.
looked he looked very uninterested, slow-footed. Listen,
Mm-hmm.
Yegor, you 6'9", bro. If you listen to this, if you ever come across this shit or this podcast, you 6'9", my guy.
He don't listen to
Not
that shit,
everybody
um,
is
man.
6'9". You go into the rack with that weak sauce, you gonna
Right.
get your shit thrown. Dunk the
Yeah.
ball, man.
Hold on.
yeah.
Let me let
Well,
me
What are
let
you
me hold on.
doing?
Let me add to what Joey said. Ryan Nemhard was the starting point guard for tonight, and Ryan Nemhard is a clear mismatch. He is 5'11". It is no reason, like, and again, to all of the ones that want to defend Diego, we're going to defend him too because he's a Brooklyn Nets player. But we got to
I
critique his
like him,
honest.
and this is
We
not
got
me
we
shit
got to
on. I'm
we
like,
got to
but not
critique
even that
his
I
though.
didn't even I
honest.
didn't even know you
We
could
not
get
even
drafted
talking
at
about.
5'11".
Hold
Right.
on, real quick.
That's crazy.
That's
I'm
I
not
didn't
right.
know
even
you could get
talking about
drafted.
the matchup.
I think he might have went undrafted.
I think he went
Well, I'm just
undrafted.
saying I didn't know you could make it to the NBA team at
No,
Right
5'11".
now,
Ryan,
That's
but
Nem-
insane.
Ryan, Nem-
hold
Ryan
on,
Nemhard is
hold on.
tough
Don't
though. I ain't
deviate
gonna
from the
hold you.
conversation.
Yeah.
Let Notorious finish. Go ahead,
That's
Notorious.
insane.
No, and it wasn't even the fact that he wasn't taking advantage of the smaller player on it. I'm talking about on the
Yeah.
fast breaks. He fucked up about 4 or 5 fast breaks tonight. Either
He
just
did.
trying to be a wizard with the pass, or him just going to the hole with that fucking weak sauce.
He's scared right now. He's
Like, what
I
scared.
the
mean,
fuck, man?
he ain't never been no. Even last year at BYU, I don't recall him taking advantage of too many mismatches. He was kind of a pick and choose
Yeah,
gangster, bro,
that's
when it
why I
came
said,
to
Lee.
scoring.
That's why I'm saying
Bro.
I'm really not excusing that, but I'm not tripping about that. I'm talking about him on fast breaks, him
Bro, but
getting
hold on.
blocked.
But you mentioned him that he's 6'9". If you got a point guard that's 5'11" guarding you, how the offense not running through you? And
Because the
you the
other
point
niggas is
guard.
on the court helping, and That when you get
Still,
them
bro,
switches, when you
you
get
gonna
them
supplant
switches,
this?
Still.
Nah,
I know
I'm
He
y'all
not.
want to
still
I'm not.
got.
make I know
But
y'all
here's
want to
the
Nah,
make
thing,
it as
though.
simple
But
as
here's the thing, though,
ABC,
Beast.
bro,
nah,
but it's
no,
not.
no. Hold on, no, no,
He
no,
still.
no, no, no.
He
It's not.
hold on,
Hold on, time.
real quick. Let me say this, Breeze.
Go ahead,
He
bro.
still got to be able to exploit the mismatch. So if other niggas is
Exactly,
helping, that's when you make them pay with the pass.
He's
exactly.
scared right now.
The fact of the
He's
matter is,
scared.
Jaeger. Hold on, I'm gonna lay in the plane. I'm gonna let y'all go. The fact of the matter is, Jaeger has to be more aggressive. Period. If he's gonna play point guard.
Right, bro. And what I'm saying, Joey, and I was trying eagerly to say, y'all, everybody harp on Cam Thomas and how there's a mismatch on defense. You see somebody like Nimhard at 5'11, and it's not the same principle. It's not, oh, we're gonna hunt the elephant or whatever, for lack of better words. Like, bro, I'm just not jacking the pick and choose narratives when it just suit fit for you, which your argument is. You gotta play it both sides. Nemhard should have been attacked all night by Yago. The fact that
You
Yago
know
is
what it
not
is. I
aggressive.
think niggas.
Oh, I just want to say,
Niggas was mesmerized by Yegor shooting earlier on,
nah, bro.
and we was blind to the fact
I really
we was
wasn't.
blind to the fact that he wasn't being aggressive enough. And it was the thing is
Nah, John was.
Yegor defers to the three a lot because he doesn't want to be aggressive. I see it. I know what the fuck my eyes are
And
telling me.
listen, and to my point of the conversation, right? The front court is no balance. It's more too many points, not too many, but it's lopsided. The front court got 34 for MPJ. Clowney, that makes it 45. Claxton, that makes it 69. Danny Wolf, that makes it what 86. You got 86
80.
out of
But that's the thing.
111 points,
But that's the thing that scares me, Breeze. We better figure this point guard shit out fast and quick
bro.
because right now I don't see who the real next point guard on this team is because I can't really see
Well,
if it's gonna be Jaeger or
well,
not.
I'll be honest. I'll be
We
honest.
just
I'll
get it
be
in the
honest with
draft.
you.
We
I'll
get
be
it in the
honest with I'll be honest with you, bro. Like I think if we really being my personal opinion, if we got more of an interior threat, bro, like that, the 14 and 10 that Claxton had probably looks like more 24 and 14, like AD. If you really want to keep it a funk, bro, like because like that Claxton having the ball in the fourth quarter, bro, I'm not cool with. I'm not cool with that
Bro,
shit at all. If
bro,
y'all niggas
86.
might be
You know the difference between 111 points and 86 points, bro? It's like 30 or some shit like that, or less.
25.
Right, 25 points from the backcourt is unacceptable, and y'all want us to look the other way when it comes to Yango. I'm not. I'm sorry. Y'all want
I'm
him to
not.
be
I
this
don't want
guard.
you to look the
Hold on,
other way.
hold on,
That's
hold
when
on.
we
Now,
need Darren
hold on. Let
Peterson.
me say this. Hold on,
That's
because we
when we
gotta
need
go to
Darren
Range
Peterson.
Rover Scott. To the darling fans that want us to look the other way when it comes to Yago. He gets the same treatment any other player. But we're gonna critique his game. We're not gonna come down on him, bash him. But at the end of the day, 86 points to 25 is atrocious, bro. It's no balance there. And if we're gonna be a championship roster, we gotta have some type of balance, bro. This is
We did get 12 points and 7 assists from Terrence Mann, who everybody says should be
but
sitting the
still,
bench.
in the
So
totality of it, it's still 12 out of 25.
it's
You know
still
what I'm saying?
7 assists with that too.
Even if you add that, bro, you just it's like, I mean, even if it's still no balance, it's still no balance.
I
Not really.
mean,
And you realistically can't depend on Terrence Mann for 7 assists.
No, you
You
can't.
can't.
I
So
ain't
I
gonna hold
mean,
you.
I
That's
don't
why
even
I
know
say
why
You
you
can't.
you know what I'm
back
I
saying?
mean,
court future looking bleak.
can we depend on Claxton for plus 5 assists, bro? When he only passing the ball to MPJ, he
No,
only got 4 tonight.
we're not talking about the front court. We're
I'm
talking about the back court and
I
they
know what we
offensive
talking
production.
about, but
Bro,
like
that's
we
why you
also
let me
comparing
Claxton then.
players.
But the
Bro, let me
backcourt,
go to
the front court kept us in the
The front
game.
the front court
exactly.
kept us in the game for sure.
Yeah, they
well,
kept us in the game.
I'm not even
well,
disputing that. But
Hold
well.
on,
I
So
think I
then
think
you
I think
can't.
this I think this is what you're missing.
hold on.
I think with
Go
the
ahead.
kind of
Claxton
hub.
had the ball for majority of that fourth quarter.
Look,
We have
I
nobody
think I
else to
think
go
Go
to
look.
ahead. Go
though.
ahead,
I
Range,
think
bro.
with the kind of hub that Claxton is, he's good for utilizing quarters 1 through 3, or even in the beginning of the fourth or so. As
Exactly.
far, but when you get to crunch time, where you got to be a lot more, you know what I mean?
Versatile.
Not even versatile, but a lot more like,
Bro, you a
what's the
Nugget
word I'm
fan,
looking
bro.
for?
You ought to know the answer to this, bro. Like
No, I'm saying, but yeah,
versatility clears kills in the fourth quarter, bro.
no, but I'm saying like with the Nuggets, like they even with this Nuggets, traditionally the Nuggets were a fast break team.
Right.
But this current Nuggets team with Jamal Murray, they weren't even a fast break team. They value their possessions more, just in general, but especially in the fourth. So that's what I'm essentially like speaking to. So even though like what the guy was saying about Claxton, I agree, but that goes the problem to the point guards. We don't have a point guard who can then remove the ball from Claxton's hand and say, "All right, it's the
I got
fourth
it.
quarter."
I got
You know
it.
what I'm saying? Even Igor, like we've seen multiple fourth quarters, like he doesn't have that gear in him.
He can't get into the paint on his own.
Yeah, and when he
Jago could
does,
barely get over half court, bro. Like
He can't get in the
efficient
paint.
defense, bro.
So
Like
his
I
six
mean,
nine doesn't mean nothing.
yeah, being 6'9" really don't mean shit, bro. Like if you ain't got if you ain't got the all around talent to go with it. We knew what Jago was coming in, and everything from that coming out of that draft class, the second that the draft was over, already told me that Danny Wolf
I saw it.
was gonna be the top rookie out of all this shit.
Sure enough.
Hold on, y'all. Scott, talk to us, Scott. What you seeing
Yeah.
out there tonight, bro? Shout your podcast
Our guard play is the weakest thing. That's what I saw, and I knew that. We knew that coming into the season, it was the weakest thing, and it's still going to be. These guys they gotta show up at big games in crunch time. They learned something today though. They played against a team that was hungry. They didn't want to lose. They felt like Dallas do not want to lose to Brooklyn, and they was going to prove that either
The
way.
refs ain't want him to lose neither.
No, but they also forced the issue. They kept running at them, and they dropped down in the paint, make sure put pressure on our front line, and the guards had to. If we had a competent guard, can you see Kyrie when we had Kyrie at that time? He would have killed them because he was wide open. There was plenty of times they were wide open in the fourth quarter because they dropped down into the paint. We don't have a guard that's going to take it, and you know.
But I feel, but I do feel like we are growing in talent in the front court.
If
in so many different areas offensively.
If Cam was playing, it might have been a little different.
The
All right,
front,
but
the
hold on.
front
What I'm
court
saying,
look better.
hold
The
on.
front,
I don't think it's that simple.
Hold
bro.
on, Scott. The reason why I put emphasis on the backcourt is because Jago is the lottery pick, and obviously Wolf is outplaying him as much as we don't want to speak on it. It's the
Right.
truth. And at the end of the day, Wolf is in the front court, not in the backcourt. So with him playing well like that, it still kind of makes us one dimensional because they know that personnel wise that there's nobody that's really shot creating in the backcourt, bro. That shit has to change, bro. Yeah, we need to put more accountability on Drake Powell and more accountability on Jago. And if Nolan Trayer are going to get minutes, I'm not gonna lie, I could see him taking more shots in this game if he knocked down his first two. But you know what I'm saying? You don't want to ruin the playing confidence too. Maybe you just say, "Oh, you missed those first two. Maybe you're not ready for the NBA." I don't know.
I think the rookies. I think the rookies. Outside of Danny Wolf, like most of these dudes is being brought on gradually. I think Danny Wolf is being stouted a little bit because of the way that MPJ, Noah Clowney, and Claxton are playing right now.
Yeah.
Bro, but Danny Wolf is just that extra hand right now. But just the way they playing, bro. But the skill set in the front court collectively, bro, like gives us way more an advantage against a lot of other teams in the backcourt. It's a lot of teams that got significantly good backcourts, both defensively and or offensively.
hey, is it safe to say we probably got the weakest backcourt in the league?
Probably.
Oh, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say.
I'm not really all sad about it because, I mean, come on, bro. Like anytime you starting rookies out the Wazuzu, bro. Like we started Ben Surratt first game of the season, bro. Like we kind of supposed to be in the shitter. You know what I'm saying, bro? And then went to start Jaeger, man. Like he was this head honcho.
I'm saying we supposed to see, bro. We got 3 point guards in the backcourt. That shit is sad that none of them are playing well, bro.
Well, I'm gonna say, hey, let me say this though. In my opinion, Ben Surratt's the best one out of Nolan, Igor, and Surratt.
And getting in the paint. That is true. That is true, and that's sad.
That's fucking
sad.
Let him say why. Go ahead, Ranger.
I mean, well, one of them just touched on it. He gets into the paint.
Yep.
2, He's actually able to bring the ball up the court. Now
Much
initially
better. Yep.
when the season started, he wasn't able to. Now
Right.
when he came back from the G League on his first call up,
He did
I
much
did
better.
notice did much better, and it looked like he got physically stronger.
Yes, he
Now,
did.
didn't notice that in Nolan, but yeah. Secondly, now the shot. I mean, look, if Sharaf knew how to shoot, I mean,
He'd be
it would
better,
look,
right?
yeah, it would look a lot different because that's the only thing that really separates Igor from Sharaf. Occasionally, Igor makes a three, but without the three, Igor does utterly nothing right now.
Oh man.
You listen, you
This
right.
is sad.
I can't argue with you on that.
Damn,
But if you look,
somebody,
but if you
I thought somebody was going to defend him, bro. He was 1 for 7, 1 for 4 behind the 3-point line. He had 2 steals. One of them steals was good. I seen it. That was a good steal.
Look. One thing
I'm
he
looking.
does.
I'm just looking at the advantages the front court has, just in terms of getting to their offense, bro. Like it's not too much wasting time with Danny Wolf. Is I'm gonna get to my move, jump hook, or some type of bag, jump shot. It's MPJ coming off a screen, one bounce shot. It's Clowney. I'm wide open for a 3 or drive and go to the basket. It's Claxton, cut to the goal, bro. Like or get the lob. Like it's not no bullshitting around with those 4.
Can
It's
I
not.
say this? Can I say this?
What I like, if we get somebody in the backcourt that's tween, pump fake, then shot, then that's basically for the whole fucking 20 seconds.
Bro,
Hey,
nobody
yeah.
said that.
can I say
Nobody
this
asked
real
him for
quick?
that. No, but what I'm saying is there's no shot creation in the backcourt. Not from
Right.
Igor, not from
Reese,
Igor.
can I say this real quick?
It's not.
Based off of all of us talk about this backcourt right now and how we see the glaring deficiencies in it, I wouldn't mind drafting Daryl Peterson, bro. Because
Yeah.
That's the guy we need.
I
That's
don't
the guy we
know.
need, man.
I really don't know if Diego gonna pan out to be the point guard we need. And we got 2 question marks in Ben Saraff and Trey Orr.
Yep.
So it's just
Yeah.
our point guard situation is looking real bleak right now, in my opinion.
Would you go with Darren Peterson over AJ DeMonster over the wing?
Man, listen, it's hard. I probably wouldn't do it,
I'm
but
not.
you know
I'm
what?
not doing that.
I wouldn't be mad at it either. Let's just say that.
Darren Peterson is the smartest guy.
But
in
what do
college
you think
basketball.
we
He's
need
the
more? You
smartest
think we
guy.
need a point guard more than a wing? What you think we need more?
Bro, we need guard play. We're sitting here talking about how we might have the worst backcourt in the fucking NBA, and right now, none of the 3 niggas that we drafted is giving us any real promise.
We need the two-way
Yeah,
guard.
well,
We need
a
the
lot
two-way
of
guard,
us
not
is talking
one.
about this situation like we trying to win this game. Number 1, we not.
Yeah, that's true.
But
Too.
like that
Yeah, but
number.
Leap, I know we're not trying to win, but here's my thing: we still should see flashes. I
Yeah,
still should
yeah,
watch,
that's
hold on,
true,
I still
too.
should be able to watch Diego through an L and be like, yeah.
Yeah,
I
he
see
got
something
it.
in that kid.
He
Like,
got it.
I see
Yeah.
him being our future
Yeah.
point guard.
I don't
that's,
see
that's
that
why,
either.
That's
I'll
what
be
happens when
honest.
you fall to a number 8 spot in the
I'll
lottery.
be honest with you. I'll be honest with you, Joey.
No.
1 for 7. Come on, bro.
No.
1 for
Somebody
7 and
said
8. 1 for 7 and
Listen.
18 minutes, bro. Like you listen. You get what you
hold
get.
on. What I'm saying is, if we didn't have a player name next to the stat line,
Right.
and you said who's the number 1 pick? I mean, the number 8th pick, and who the number 27th pick? You would think the 8th pick was this Danny Wolf stat line. If we just took off the serious.
Yeah.
Not off the bench.
Listen,
That's a fact, Breezy.
Not off the bench. No.
The reason why I got a chip on my shoulder. Hold on, Diego didn't come off the bench.
No, I know that, but if you look at Danny Wolf's stat line, bro, like, and you saw that stat.
27 minutes. You missing.
But if you seen that stat line come off the bench, you wouldn't think it's a top 10 pick.
Bro, I didn't say come off the bench. That wasn't even a hypothetical. So my point is, of me saying what I'm saying is that Diego's not living up to the 8th pick. He's not. And at the end of the day,
and I told y'all before this year, the 8th pick is historically bad.
Dang. And at the end of the day, Danny Wolf is overplaying. He's He's playing over
outplaying.
Yeah, he's outplaying what he is as a 27.
I wanted.
Bro, that's how deep the drafts are now.
No. I wanted to say we knew we needed a guard. If there was a particular guard we wanted to get and it wasn't there, then pick a wing. Pick a
I
center.
don't know. It's still
Pick a
too
wing
early.
or a center because
Nah,
if
it's
you're
still
not,
too
What
early.
wing or what
you're
center?
not.
Hey, maybe I'm overreacting. It's still too
No, I don't
early.
think so, Joey. I think you're right,
But
right on. It was times in the fourth quarter when he went in the paint. What are you rushing for? This dude is 5'11". You over him. Shoot over him.
Yo,
But you don't
I
have
like
that
that.
My
bag.
thing
He
is,
don't
That's crazy.
have that bag. You know how when some people
layup
don't have a
packaging week.
bag?
Scotty, my thing
Let's
about this
let
situation, bro, like, is like we ought to be happy that one of the goddamn rookies is doing what they supposed to be doing. And I said
Yeah.
that was the beginning of the season that Danny
Bruh,
Wolf was
that's
going to
not
be
what
that
it is,
guy.
bro. Out of 5, you only getting one that play well. That's not cool.
That's not
Like,
good
yo,
enough.
Shit, hey, bro, that's
and
the
to
Nets.
and to miss on a lottery pick. And my thing is, I'm not necessarily saying it's a miss, but at the end of the day, he's underwhelming right now, bro. And
Let's
I
just
know
say,
y'all,
can I
I
just say
know,
this? If Jaeger was playing like how Danny Wolf is playing, then I would be happy.
But
yes.
he ain't Danny Wolf.
But the point is that he's in the backcourt and he was, yo, bro. They invested 3 players. They say, yo, we can't miss at the point guard. The Nets
That's like
really
0
do
and
feel
3
like
right now.
the Nets really feel like, yo, they invested in that position. Excuse me.
No,
So
their
I wouldn't
problem
be
was
Just
they
goes
surprised.
went
to show you.
I
they
That
went
just
wouldn't.
goes to
Hold
show
on,
you
overseas.
why
hold
the
on. Can
draft
I
is not a
finish saying
guarantee.
what I'm saying? God damn. It goes to show that, bro, they feel like success comes from the point guard position with this roster. If
It doesn't.
they, if they, bro, why you gotta ad lib every time I say something? I could never finish nothing, bro. Is it like, hey, look, we not the Migos, nigga? Like, hold on. What I'm trying to say is Diego the man. As much as it's like he's the net sweetheart. He's got a nice smile. He's giving out turkeys. But at the end of the day, bro, we want you here to play basketball, not run for mayor. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, and on top of that, I'm not excusing no mismatch with 5'11" guard and a 6'9" guard. I'm not. Y'all want to talk about all this other shit, bro? He gotta exploit the mismatch, bro. On certain games, even what's his name? Nets press said, "Yo, I guarantee Diego will score 20 tonight." He had 3,
He
bro.
guaranteed that.
This
He
Yo,
said
Joey, I'm with you. Like, I'm with you, Joey. Like, if they get Darren Peterson, I wouldn't be surprised, bro. Because this is like, come on, bro. Like, how
I
much
don't
time
think
you
he
Man, if
gonna
would.
we
play?
I
get
don't think
him,
he'll
man, if
get
we get
him.
him,
I don't
I
know
don't
Nets
think.
why
fans
Nets
should
fans.
cry,
I don't know
man.
why.
We'll
I
be
don't
the
know why
luckiest
people
people.
not fan base thinking we get a top 5 pick to begin with.
Sean Marks wouldn't get him if he was there because it would be saying that you failed that draft. You
Yeah,
had 5 number 1 picks. You failed.
you failed.
You failed. If Diego don't pan out, he's going to get
That
a
means you
L.
got to turn Danny Wolf into a star.
You a L. That's a L.
Yeah, you got to turn Danny Wolf into something at this point.
He's already starring eyes. He's already a star.
Hey, I said what I said about Danny Wolf, man, time and
He's the
time
most
again,
exciting guy, Lee. He's the most exciting
I'm
player
standing
for the
on it, bro.
Nets.
Drake Powell is
Everybody else
probably
is
gonna be the
boring.
POA. He's probably gonna be POA on defense, bro, sooner than later, bro. But as far as the point guard position, bro, we still vacant, bro. But and I think the front office kind of knew it, bro. It was just like, all right, yo, if Jordy don't have no real starting point guard, bro, we ain't gonna win that many games. Don't worry about it, bro. Like he gonna want to
Yeah.
win, but he gonna fuck it up anyway.
But Joey was right though. I don't see it in Diego. And even when we was winning with him playing and he was shooting well, shooting those threes, I said, okay,
It just
he
goes to show
fine.
you how
He
the
can shoot
eighth pick is
threes.
historically fucking
You
bad.
got to show
Hold
me
on,
that you can go into the paint.
hold on. JDJ in the comments, he said Jordy Fernandez on Diego the man. He said he's got to be better, otherwise the minutes are gonna go down, and somebody else will take advantage of them.
That's
Thank
right.
you.
He right.
Cam Thomas.
Hold on.
Cam
First off,
Thomas.
shout out to DJ over for the comment. And second off, Jordy Fernandez. That's what a good head coach does, bro. You reward them for playing well, and if they don't, this is textbook how you
101.
supposed to do it, bro. Like he's gotta be better. And again, everybody's seeing this game. Everybody's watching Cooper Flagg versus the rookies. What's his name? Getting a little bit of recognition. Danny Wolf. Not really though. I have mentioned him on Players' Choice. They just started talking about Sagoon and other players that's like Joker. I was like, damn, Danny Wolf ain't getting no. But after tonight, he got seen, and they seen him score 17 and get 7 rebounds, bro. Diego was on a big screen tonight, bro. For fans to say, "All right, this is a top 10 pick," they knew he was a top 10 pick.
Yes, they
And
did know.
he doing funny trick passes, like, bro, like you fucking up the package. You could have easily made that a fast break and dunked it on somebody.
Everybody think they Jason Kidd or Magic Johnson.
Nah, he
Everybody
No.
think they Jason Kidd.
I would
He
like
will
to.
never
I would
be
like to
Magic
talk
Johnson.
more about a rookie that actually did something tonight, and that's Danny
Hold
Wolf.
on, John just came on the panel. We
Hey,
gotta go to
guys.
Jim. John, talk to us. So what's going on with Diego, man? What's the word, bro?
Honestly, I wonder if he's still dealing with that upper respiratory issue. If not, we didn't play for like 5 or 6 days. So again, he looked sluggish, did not look engaged, and I guess Jordy's now saying if you don't step up a game, maybe our lottery pick goes to G League. Listen, that's what Jordy wants to do. I still think Jordy has a problem with giving all of his rookies the fair amount of playing time because there's certain vets on this team holding up roster space that he wants to say that
But
they're so good.
So
They're not.
was Terrence Mann in the way of Diego tonight?
Yes, Terrence Mann's in the way of multiple guys on this team. Listen, Terrence Mann had 12, 4, and 7 stat, but 27 minutes for a -7 performance, and Tyree Smart 11 and 3 for another negative performance. Like, come on, these guys are journeyman players that are the standard bearer of what Jordy's looking for. But in actuality, you drafted 5 rookies, and even Nolan tonight. I'd expect Nolan to do a whole lot tonight. He got 8 minutes, but after one shot attempt where he went for another layup and it got blocked, takes him out the game completely. So that's on Jordy. Like, I get Jordy wants guys to earn their keep, but if you can't let them work through their mistakes, how are you ever going to let them develop consistency? Even the Drake Powell thing, 2 minutes.
Wait.
Embarrassing.
The only thing, John, I'm disagree with you. I agree that they need more time. This is not the place, though.
No. Scott,
This is not the place for time.
If we're contending,
I'm just saying, if you don't have a bag coming into this league,
contending?
No.
If you don't, all I'm saying is, if you don't have a bag, Nolan was wide open to take a 3. He missed a 3. He comes up the court. He gets to the rim. You don't see the guy in front of you. Well, if you're going to just throw it up there and let him smack it, everybody in the NBA going to smack your shit.
Scott,
everybody's going to smack your stuff, man. You got to go to the rim hard or don't go at all. Scott, you don't have a bag if you don't have a bag.
Go hard or go home,
if you don't have a bag coming into this league, if you don't have a bag coming into the NBA, you're going to end up on the bench. The next draft class is going to come in and take your spot.
Scott,
hold on. I'm glad Scott.
We got to remember. The coach didn't draft these niggas.
I'm glad
yeah, that's right.
I'm glad Scott said that because they was talking about how Derek Queen outplayed Zion Williamson already. Rookie
right.
Like,
gonna take his spot.
Yeah, even if Zion Williamson the number 1 pick, if you can't stay,
gonna take your spot.
Yup.
Listen, Scott. If we were competing for a play-in spot or a first-round playoff appearance, you're right to say that. What's the point of having these rookies who aren't keeping up with what Jordy wants? Okay, but that's not the case. The goal here was to put ourselves in a great position to get a top lottery pick, to push development forward. It's been like pulling teeth with Jordy. Towards the end of November, you finally started seeing it, but tonight felt like a step back in that direction. Now, I want to acknowledge Danny Wolf, who played, again, tremendously in the time that he was allotted. 17 and 7. I mean, the shots tonight, the fake out 3, another Danny Wolf mid-range shot, the hook shot, and then this dribble, like the ball under his legs.
If you're not entertained by his bag, I don't know what to tell you.
Leaf. Listen, Danny is a wolf amongst sheep. Put that on a t-shirt, man. Danny is a wolf among sheep, man.
Poor Danny was under the basket. He threw it to Tyrese, man. So he can get an assist. Tyrese missed the wide open 3. You seen that shit, right?
Yeah.
He's unselfish. He's fucking unselfish.
What Wolf has shown in the games that he's played, he's shown you things that Claxton, Dayron, and even Clowney have done in the time they've been on this team.
They will never do that, John. Those guys will never do what he did.
Listen. Wolf came in as a senior. We all knew this, but the mentality and the mindset he's had and displayed, this aggressiveness, this confidence. Some even say he's got a little arrogance in his game. I don't care because
Danny Wolf plays like he belongs.
Right,
Exactly.
right.
That's the point I'm getting to. You just see the
Joey,
aggressiveness, him
Joey,
putting
he
out.
has a bag. He has a bag
That
when he
that's why
goes.
he's in the last three
He
four
has a
minutes of the
bag.
game.
He's
But
he,
not
he's
only
That's
that
why he's in
though,
the game.
He ain't one
but can
dimensional.
I say this real quick, Scott? Having the bag is just the half of it. The thing
Right.
is, you
if
got to
you
have
gotta
You
the
got
have
to
you
have
gotta
the
have
confidence and the
mentality too.
mentality to go along with it.
Right. Exactly.
And he
Exactly.
has
I
both.
agree.
Like
I agree.
Danny has a bag, and he plays with utmost confidence, and he
And he
plays like he
use it.
belongs in the NBA.
Right. Yeah.
Yes. What?
he definitely has the confidence and skill set to back it up. And honestly, whether it's Dayron or Claxton, I think Wolf has done more than enough to earn his keep on a role in this team. And now Claxton, Dayron, they've had their moments here or there. Claxton had a great year for his own career. I think Dayron, he hasn't had a great season by any standards of the metrics. He still can't dribble basketball, still can't set a screen without getting a foul. Like, I just think one of these guys, you get him off the team, it gives Wolf a legit spot to have a role on his team, and he's shown you what he can do. He's not afraid to go to the rim. He's not afraid to do these crazy shots that we've never seen a big on his team do in 10 years in Brooklyn.
Now,
So I
And he
think
might
now
fuck up our tank,
he's
John.
doing a lot.
He
He's
might
doing
fuck
a
up
lot.
our tank.
It's not about him screwing up any tank right now. This is the next part of my final point here is that, listen, MPJ and Claxton have done well this year. We are 2 days away from trade deadline. Business picking up. The Nets are going to be involved in a lot of different things. We have the $15 million in cap space, which was reported that the Nets are eager to use it to absorb big or small salaries to get capital. We might get some calls on some of our vets for capital. The Nets are in a great position where if they go into next summer, if they somehow do trade pretty much most of all these vets, you're coming into next summer with a core six of young players. You have all the cap space in the world to get the vets you want to get on this team to instill winning, and you have all these picks in the world that you can use to get upgrades when the time is right. I understand people want talent so badly on this team with MPJ or Claxton, but realistically, if you don't get a top 4 pick next year, keeping Claxton and MPJ gives you a small window for what? Play in for a first round exit.
I
The
mean,
goal
but
is
we
to
not
make
signing
big
vets to
leaps
1 year deals
eventually.
though.
Yo, John, if we don't get a top 4 pick, Nets are screwed, John.
That's what
You
I'm
know
trying
that,
to
right?
say. If you
Nets are
don't get the
done.
top 4,
Breezy. Nets are
wait,
fucking done.
I don't
people,
we
think
don't
we're
know
if,
what's
done.
going to
No,
happen.
no,
if you
we're
don't
not
get the
done.
if you
The
don't
fuck
get
you
the
We're
talking
top
not
four
about?
done.
pick,
No, we're
if
I'm
you
not.
telling
don't
you,
get
Scott.
No, we're
I'm
not.
if
telling you,
you,
man.
No, we're
you
That's
not.
how
wait,
good
No, we're
those
wait,
not.
guys are.
um,
That's how
if
good
you
those
Nah,
don't
top 4
They
picks
nah.
are.
ain't.
if you don't
But ain't
if,
none of them dudes
if,
carrying none of them teams to the playoffs
if
in
you
their first
exactly
year.
that's
That's
what I'm trying.
crazy. Those guys will
Wait,
carry the. You trust me?
this
They're
is
Nah,
what this is
franchise
They
what
ain't
guys.
that
this,
good.
They're
they ain't
listen
franchise.
that
what
Trust
good.
me, Leaf.
listen. This
They're
is what I
franchise
agree
No.
with.
guys.
What on a podcast a few streams ago, Joey made a great point with MPJ. He's given us a lot of optionality. You could keep him for next year if you want to see more what he can do. You could trade when his value is super high. I just think it's in his front office best interest to at least scour the market, see who comes calling. Because what MPJ's doing are career all-star numbers. He's made a straight up case for an all-star appearance. We all can acknowledge that. But my thing is this. If you do keep MPJ, but you don't get a star in the market, you somehow don't get top 4, and this guy has to be your number 1 option. I just don't think it's sustainable for a guy that's had 3 back surgeries, a guy that is playing really, really well right now. But the system right now is essentially MPJ with everybody else. And my thing is this: the rookies tonight, they didn't fully get to play because Jordan system right now is
Oh,
MPJ drops 30 a night. The rookies do what they can do. You get some Claxton and Clowney highlights in between. But is that really a system to build a winning formula? I don't see that unless you have a
you can't. Them
franchise
rookies
guy
are
on
not
the
gonna
team.
learn. Them rookies are not learning anything if you're getting your ass blown out.
Scott, they're not learning
You're
anything about
not. You're
playing.
not. You're not. You're not learning anything if you down 40 points.
First of
What are
all,
you
how
learning?
What
how
you
did
gonna
Drake
learn when your
Scott,
What are
feelings
you
are hurt?
learning?
When your
Scott,
feelings
how
are
can you
hurt.
justify Drake Powell not playing, only playing 2 minutes after being off for 5 or 6 days? This guy played in the G League like you all wanted. This guy is ready to play actual minutes, and Jordy just wants to bench his ass for a Tyree Smart, Terrence Mann, journeyman bullshit.
I
Like,
think.
we
I
gotta
think
stop
he
with
brung
this.
Nolan
I
up.
think
He brung Nolan
the
up.
bottom line is we still lost the game,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's number one. Number two, we was only supposed to get one person right out of this draft with everybody that was on the board in our draft board. No, after this draft, there was very few people that was satisfied with this draft board, bro. Like, let's keep it a buck. The only two people that I really wanted that was Jaeger or Danny Wolf. Danny Wolf, I knew from 5 minutes
Yeah, I
of
like
watching
Danny.
him that he was going to be better than everybody that we drafted the second that the draft was over.
Yeah.
We do not need to be bitching and complaining about how goddamn Yegor and Drake Powell and all these dudes.
These dudes need
Bruh, I'm not.
more
Hold on,
time.
hold on,
development
time
than
out, time out,
anything.
time out. Hold on, time
Yeah,
out.
we need
You're not
time.
about to refer to me as bitching and complaining. From one, I'm
No,
a
no, no.
content. Hold on, let me hold on. I'm a content creator that recapped 82 games last season. If I want to complain about the lottery pick not playing well, that's exactly what I'm gonna
That's
do.
Them
Facts.
niggas
Hold
playing like
on.
trash.
Let's call it what it is.
They
We
playing
didn't
like
do
trash.
all of that. We didn't do all of that losing for all of the picks that's outside of the lottery. We did all of that losing for that lottery pick. And if he's gonna play bad, I'm gonna call him out on it every time. That's
yep.
a fact.
Yeah,
I can
that's
at
true.
least, at minimum, as a fan that a content creator that recapped the game 82 times. Not to mention the other stuff that I did.
Yep.
But I
Nah,
recapped 82 games. If I feel a way about something, I'm definitely gonna say something. And it ain't bitching or complaining. I'm calling. This is what I do, bro. I recap basketball games. But
All, all I
I'm
all I
glad.
can say is I'm glad the trade deadline's almost here because there's certain vets that are excuses for Joy right now to not really give all of his rookies the sole focus and attention that they deserve. So if a Terrence Mann, Tyrese Martin, and a Jalen Wilson's not even playing whatsoever off my team in a few weeks, that's fine and dandy because Jordy will be forced to play these guys a lot more
That's
well,
right.
success.
well,
So,
That's
well.
like that's
right.
what this should be
Danny
about. There's
got
a
some
lack of
good.
trust from Jordy.
Danny got some good burn today in a situational game that was close in the fourth
Right.
quarter, which he learned from. He should learn something playing against Anthony Davis. He
Danny
should
Wilson
learn
is the
something
starting
from that.
center. Scott,
That
Danny
He
would
Wilson
had
is the
not
he had
starting
great
happen.
center right
defense on the
now.
Listen,
post
that will not
He had great
happen
defense.
if you down by 40. Anthony Davis is not in the fourth quarter because there's no need to be in the fourth quarter. You don't
Exactly.
learn anything by losing and playing non-aggressive.
What's development, Scott? What's
You
development? Can
don't
you tell
put
me what's
five
the
and
definition of
four rookies.
development?
You don't
Scott,
put four rookies on the court. That's unfair to the
Scott,
rookies. They
what's the
need to
definition of
learn.
development? Can you tell me what the definition of development is? Because you're talking about us competing for something
Yeah,
right now. What, false
you
pride?
talking about why he
Mediocrity?
put Terrence Mann in there
We're
is
competing
because
for the last spot.
because they keep the game
Competing for
close.
the last spot.
Even
Terrence
if
Mann
they
has a
don't
hold on,
what
hold
has
on,
Terrence
hold on.
Mann
even
done to
Why?
keep the game close? Wait,
it
wait.
keeps
What
the
has
game
Terrence
That's
Mann
not
close
why they
done?
put
Wait,
Terrence
whoa,
Mann
whoa,
in the
whoa.
game, bro,
because he
because
know what to
Diego got
do.
clear
How
cut
many plus? How many
weaknesses in
negative
his game.
performances does this
Right,
guy
right.
have?
But that keeps the game close, Lee.
Scott,
Hold on,
Scott,
hold on.
wait,
Wait, let me
it's
just
not
say
Terrence
something
Diego
real
Mann that's
quick.
gonna
Diego
keep
I
the
got
think,
game
clear cut
close.
weaknesses in
Of
his
course he
game, bro.
think
That's why
does.
Hold on,
you
Tiana
All
hold
of
on,
them
can't
hold on, y'all.
do.
conflate.
Time
Hold
out.
on.
One mic, y'all. We gotta go around the panel too. Let Range Rover say what they're gonna say, then we're gonna go around the panel.
7 points.
You can't
That's
conflate team development with player development. Those are two separate things. Now, as far as player development happens in two ways. Yeah, there's the on-court aspect, but there's also the work that you're doing off the court, like the drills and shit like that. That shit matters way more than the shit that you do on the court because the
Well,
shit that you do
Jordy's
off the
claims that the live game means more. But go ahead. I got you.
The player
I mean,
rookies. It's not that hard.
That's what he said.
Is that a
Hold on.
Nuggets fan? Is that a
Hold
Nuggets
on,
fan?
y'all. No. But still, he watching the game. Hold on,
Go
time
ahead,
out.
but you need both. You're right.
Hold on, I just wanted to say this. Y'all asked why Drake Powell wasn't getting no minutes. I went to go see what he did in the G League because Nolan played well in the G League and he got to play with the Brooklyn Nets. Now I'm saying that to say this is what happened when Drake Powell went to the G League. He averaged 7 points, 5 boards, 3.5 assists, 2.5 steals. So yeah, I agree. He could be with 2.5 steals. He do look like a POA defender. And if you're gonna appreciate a Drake Powell, you gotta look for what he brings on the defensive side of the ball more than the offensive side of the ball. But it still doesn't bring offense to the backcourt of the Brooklyn Nets, and we still got to do something about that. But again, not to be long-winded, because we got Jamal and Brooklyn on the panel. Jamal, talk to us, man. What you thought about tonight's games, bro? What you thought?
Yo, what's good, y'all?
What up, Jamal?
Yo, Sean Marks, he drafted too many. He drafted too many people. He should have never drafted all these players. He should have never drafted all these players because where is the player? It's gonna be hard to have player development when you have other players on the team that still need to play.
Yep.
Like you can, it's hard to do that type of stuff. Like he's trying to follow the OKC blueprint, but it don't work for everybody.
Right.
You gotta have defensive guys.
So, all right. So when you talk about the rookies, let's stay there. What you thought about Danny Wolf tonight?
He played good. He played within his game. You know, I'm not gonna sit there and crown him like the superstar, or whatever the case is. He looked real good, like But at the end of the day, he got to do this on multiple games. And it's gonna get harder. Everybody gonna meet that rookie wall.
Of
So let's
course.
see let's see how he does.
You know that rookie
But
wall
he
is
did
Jamal.
good.
It's Jordy, and Danny Wolf is taller than him. So there you go.
Nah, listen, Danny Wolf has always exceeded expectations, and it makes me feel like this is the only reason why, as a Nets fan, I ain't go totally crazy. But
But
No.
this
Jamal
but this also shows you that if you're if Sean could pick picks within the back of the draft that has star potential, it's not that far fetched that we need a number one pick all the time.
We've never had one,
We
Jamal, in
never,
10 years.
it just
We never
came.
had one in 10 years. So how can we
Just
know?
came
We never
on.
had one.
We had the
But
top eight.
Well, we ain't never
I'm
had
just
one
saying.
as long as Sean Marks
I'm,
was in front
as a
office.
Brooklyn
And
Thank
Nets
guess
you,
fan,
what?
Leaf.
I'm
you
just
Thank
live
you,
in you
Leaf.
live in the Brooklyn. You never
And
had a
guess
number
what?
one
To
pick.
everybody up in here, I got news for y'all. If y'all think the NBA is gonna give us a top 5 pick with these idiots in our front office, think again.
But we
Nah, it's
had a
gonna
top
happen,
eight
Leaf.
pick.
Hold
Why would
Don't
they
jinx
give
it,
a
Leaf.
why
Don't
would they
jinx
give
it.
a dummy like Sean Marks a
Don't
top
jinx it,
5 pick?
Leaf.
But he had a top 8 pick.
Oh
on,
He
boy.
had a
This
top
year we're
8
gonna get
pick.
lucky, Leaf. Don't worry. This year we're gonna get
No,
lucky.
we're
hold on.
not.
Yeah,
We
we
gotta go
will.
to
No,
Brooklyn.
we're
Let's
not.
go to
Yeah,
hold on.
we
Let's go
will,
to
Leaf.
No, we're
hold
not.
on, y'all.
Yes, we
Hold on.
will.
Because we all
Would you,
don't.
why would you give Sean Marks a
Hold
top
on.
5
Can I
pick so
go to
he could fuck
Brooklyn
it up?
LM? Can I go to Brooklyn LM before you reign with the negativity of Sean
Why would
Marks?
you do that?
Oh, look, Brooklyn LM, talk to us, bro. What you seen out there tonight, bro?
It
Yo,
doesn't make
LM,
any
quick
sense to
story,
me.
LM.
It
Quick
does
story,
make sense
LM.
to me, man.
Drake I seen Drake Powell get 2 minutes, which
Disgusting.
to me is just
He said 2 minutes.
I don't know at this point, bro. Like it just I don't know. Like this team, I feel like it's fucking quantum physics with these dudes because it's just like it makes no sense as to. I'm seeing what Queen and Fierce is doing on New Orleans, and these niggas just won 3 games. But you're seeing them go out there letting the kids play.
Right.
And realistically, that's all I think we asked for. Like I think that's what most of the fan bases asked for is just let the kids go, just go out there and let the kids play. Uh, from Wolf, I like what I've seen. I mean, obviously, I've been asking for Wolf to get minutes. He's the oldest out of the rookies that we got. If anybody was going to be well acclimated to the league, it was going to be him. I mean, so we're seeing that. Um, I'm not gonna get too much on Yegor, or I can't get on Drake Powell because he played 2 fucking minutes tonight.
Disgusting.
I can't get on him. Can't get on Nolan. He played 8 minutes tonight.
One
So
mistake.
realistically, you know, we can't see what we got with these goddamn rookies because they not getting played. We're seeing Wolf getting played. Yes, I'm not. I'm not mad at that. I'm not saying that he the best out of them yet. But realistically, how we going? We don't know who we got unless they play. Like that to me is the bottom line.
Jordy
A
is stubborn
couple
as fuck.
weeks ago,
Jordy.
niggas was praising
Right?
Yegor, and now that Yegor's having a rough stretch, and now it's back to bashing on him. I'm not with that. I'm not gonna
Same.
do that.
Same.
Realistically, he's gonna find the same people that's gonna bash on him. Once he find his footing again, oh Yegor is our point guard and yada yada yada. So realistically, it is what it is. We Edgecombe had a couple of games where he had 4 points. Now looking like he's back to his normal stuff. Like rookies hit walls. Like he
I
got to
said
figure
that.
it out.
I said
You
there
know,
was a rookie wall.
rookies hit walls. So he got to figure it out, which he's going to. I'm not worried about that. Kyle's gonna figure it out, which he's going to. I just want them to play. That's basically it. But we got the L. Uh, Pretty sure that's what most people in here wanted. So I mean, it is what it is.
Facts.
LM,
Facts.
you ready for trade deadline, LM? You ready to make some moves?
I
Let's
don't
go.
have you
Let's
trade that.
go.
I
On
think
Sunday, right?
MPJ
On Sunday. Let's go Sunday, yo.
Wait, what,
Let's
LM?
go.
I don't know if MPJ gets traded. I'm hearing a lot of that, but I don't know if they get a trade package for him.
Detroit basketball.
Sean Marks ain't gonna do that shit. Y'all know that. Sean Marks be bugging.
The Pistons could use him right now. I saw them against the Hawks tonight. And Tobias Harris, man, is no third option. In the playoffs, he's mediocre. If they were willing to give us a decent offer for MPJ, that's the one offer I'm really considering right now because they're the biggest threat to take out the Knicks for us.
Well, what's a decent offer? No, what's a decent offer?
We talked about this. It would be Tobias Harris.
That was a trash.
Wait, can I please?
No, give us Jalen Durant.
Wait, can I finish the deal? This is for contract salary purposes. It's Tobias Harris, Ron Holland, who I saw him play tonight. The kid has tenacity and grit, which I think fits the system. And then you get 2 first-round picks. It could be 2 future picks in 2029, 2031, or it could be that 2026 pick and a 2030 pick. Like, if you're giving me that for MPJ, I'm considering it. Listen, as much as people want to run this guy as number one option, it is not feasible for his health and his career. He's going to be 30 in 2 years. And if we don't get on top of it,
you don't have to be the number one option. You don't have to be the number one option.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. He's being ran like one, and this is the problem with development tonight. If you have MPJ drop 30 points every freaking night, the rookies are going to look like afterthoughts, like Yeager, like Powell, like Nolan. That's not development. That's Jordy putting his damn ego again before the storm. What, we took 5 or 6 days off, and now Jordy's back to being a jerk about things? Come on. He was actually finally showing us development. Now it's like only Danny Wolf because Danny Wolf has to basically play all of Jordy's mind games and breeze right through them. Give the rookies the same type of grace, man. They deserve the time and development. And I'm so happy trade deadline day is here because there are vets right now that he's using as excuses to not play his rookies.
They're about to be gone,
Terrence
John.
Martin. They could get off this team right now because the rookies are better than them long term than they are right now. I can't believe I'm seeing a Terrence Mann play 27 minutes. Tyrese Martin played 15 minutes. Drake Powell, who did everything. So far, Drake Powell has done everything Jordy's asked of him. And you send the kid to G League and bench his ass? Shame on you, Jordy. Shame on you.
No,
come on.
Bro,
wait. Yes, he has. Look at his stats, please. You don't look at his stats. Look at his field goal and 3-point. What's his 3-point percentage as a rookie?
Bro, if you 2 for 3, bro, that's
it's second on the team. He is second on the team in rookies in 3-point percentages. You don't like the shot attempts, but he's shot efficient.
In the whole team, he got the least amount of 3. Ben Surratt took more 3-pointers than him.
Oh, stop with the Ben Surratt BS, man. The guy's back in the G League. Stop. Come on, man. Drake Powell has actually an athlete. He's an athlete. He can defend. He actually can defend, and you're benching your best defender for 2 minutes. What are we doing here? Like the elements say, we're going backwards. Like this is some science experiment gone wrong. It has gone wrong. You should never have drafted 5 rookies if you're going to discard 3 out of 5 of them already. Now it's looking like 4 out of 5 because Danny Wolf is the only guy that's busting ass on the court right now because he don't want to deal with the Jordy BS. And I give Wolf all the credit in the world for that. But you drafted 5 rookies. It is your responsibility. And if you're telling me that we're going to ride MPJ as a number one option for the next 2 to 3 years to be a mediocre play-in, we're getting nowhere anytime soon. That's what I'm trying to tell people.
If they don't get NBA minutes, they're never going to learn, John. If they don't get NBA minutes, fuck the G League, man. You got to play in the NBA, yo. You got to play against the big boys,
just
man.
Like Element's saying, look at the Pelicans. Look at what DeAndre Jordan's done as a mentor for Derek Queen. They only have 3 wins, but Derek Queen, man, this kid in a month has already gone from barely getting playing time to rising above as their future face of the team because he's going through the grind, the shitstorm, to develop into a top guy. That's what we're supposed to be doing right now.
Respectfully.
John, I have a question for you.
Lose as many games as possible.
Yes, Range. Yes, Range.
So you seem to believe that giving rookies free allotted minutes is crucial to their development and whatnot, right? So how would you explain the Killian Hayes Detroit Pistons situation where he was the starting point guard for 3 years?
He was just a bust.
He was a bust. Listen, the guys. Some teams make mistakes. Some teams make mistakes.
Think about something. So
we drafted 5 guys.
But listen. It took the Detroit Pistons 3 years to realize he was a bust. And then after they cut him, the Brooklyn Nets signed him, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And guess what?
We didn't play him. John, you're not adding context. The only reason why Hayes,
I was a Denver Nuggets fan at this time.
But the only reason
I
why
can't
Hayes
wait
was
for
their
the
point
Nuggets to
guard
give
was
up that
because
number one
Cade.
pick in
Hold
2020,
on,
bro.
hold on, hold on,
Can't wait.
people. The only reason why Hayes was their point guard
Can't wait.
was, remember, Cade Cunningham was injured for those past 2 years and he needed surgery. So they had to run Killian Hayes. They had nobody else. Soon as Cade got healthy, got that nigga the fuck out of here and put Cade at the point guard spot. And now you see
Well,
what they are.
well,
Now you see what they are doing.
Well, what did they run? But they wasted a draft pick on him, didn't they?
Facts.
They
well, not
every team waste
necessarily.
draft picks. Every
No, well,
team ain't gonna
actually,
get
no,
it
that's
right.
not what happened. They drafted K to be the point guard. They weren't sure after the first year. They drafted Killian, and they were going to push K to the 2. Then Killian was looking sus. That's why they ended up getting Ivy. But then Monty Williams, he had like some type of hatred for Ivy for whatever reason, and he kept starting Killian in like the third year.
Yeah.
He wasn't
Right,
a good coach for that
Cade was
system.
always going to be their franchise player. It's just he was injured. Like
Exactly.
he had to get surgery for that whole year. He was out.
Yeah, and you
So
talk
they
about
had no choice but to play Hayes.
Yeah,
I'm
and
gonna
we're
be
talking
honest.
about.
When I look at Igor, I think he's worse than Killian Hayes, honestly. And now he can shoot a 3.
He's not worse.
Good.
Wait. You're
he plays
being
way better defense.
Killian
disingenuous
can't
right
shoot.
now.
Killian can't shoot worth a damn. But what Killian
We've
can
seen
do,
Yegor have a 20-point performance. We've seen him hit mid-range shots. We've seen him work on his biggest weakness, a three-point shot. Was Killian Hayes knocking down three-point shots?
Killian Hayes actually knew how to dribble the ball up the court and run an offense and pass the ball. He just couldn't score worth a damn. The worst.
Well, that's what a point guard's supposed to do.
It's too early for that.
Hold on, y'all. One mic.
I agree.
This is way too early.
Igor dribbles like a middle schooler.
That's what I mean by
You're being
bag.
disingenuous. Now you're being disingenuous.
No,
man.
that's true though. You do got to dribble the ball.
Okay, and Terrence Mann is dribbling the ball so beautifully, Scott.
He gets it up the
Why
court,
is Terrence
though.
Mann having to dribble the ball if Igor's the supposed point guard?
All I need
When
is
Terrence Mann was in the wait. When Terrence Mann was on the clip,
Bree said all he need is one mic.
Yo, go ahead, Notorious, because I think they playing with my handle like I won't press the mute button, bro. I think I'm that soft that I won't press the mute button. Like, damn, bro. I got 3 hold it downs, bro. If y'all don't let me get to like the 10th hold it down, you in danger of being muted. Go ahead, Notorious. What was you trying to say, bro?
No, I was gonna say that Killian Hayes and Yegor is a total opposite archetype of each other. Like Killian Hayes is athletic, he's trying to get downhill, put pressure on the rim. He's a better finisher. Yegor is a better passer, and he's not as aggressive or athletic as a Killian Hill, so will defer to shooting threes. What I will say is this, Range Rove. You're right. You use your little specific example about Killian Hayes with the playing time, right? The thing is, right, we still need to play our rookies. I agree with John. We need to get to that point to where we can figure out if they shit or not. Okay.
Exactly.
So if we not giving them the minutes, the thing is you got to give them the minutes to know what you got, right? If you're not giving them the full minutes and letting them fully develop, then you don't know what you got.
Exactly.
So, I mean, they should play. Yes, Killian Hayes, he played a lot, but it's a lot of context that was missing with the whole Cade and injury and all that stuff. So, yeah, these rookies do need to play, and we need to figure out what we got so we can plan accordingly and move forward. Because you know what? The NBA, today's NBA, they ain't really waiting around for you, bro. If you're not showing promise in 2-3 years, they trying to come up off you, Paul. So.
Exactly, Joey. And just to add to that point, this is my problem with the offense. We all know MPJ can score. I don't mind if he drops 20 points a night, but divvy it up the offensive system. Don't just make it the Claxton MPJ show and your rookies just have to do what they can do. That's not pushing them forward and having development. You could share the ball, and I think almost everybody contribute at least 10 points a night if you fix up the system. Jordan was doing the same thing beginning of November, just playing all the vets. You were having disorganized basketball. Then you started mixing in Yegor, Powell, now Wolf. Things are actually flowing a bit better.
Hold on, John, what I'm saying, where I disagree with you is emphatically is that there's no scoring prowess from none of the rookies besides Drake Powell. You try to put them in a position. Hold on. What I'm saying is it could go the other way too. If you can mess up their confidence, in my opinion, keeping the score close is important. So you got to play a player like MPJ. I'm not defending Terrence Mann, Tyrese Martin. I'm not defending them in the backcourt for them to get minutes, but MPJ I am. Nobody got a scoring prowess. They made him the clear number one. Even John, look at the shot selection. The next closest shot selection to MPJ is like 13, and he took like 24
though
shots.
players
Hold
like
on, in this last part, I wanted to say, Jordy's giving him these shot attempts, and he's shooting well over 50%, 12 for 20 from the field, and 6 for 10 at the 3-point line.
You know what's so interesting. You know what's so interesting? If we would actually done everything by the book last year, imagine this. Imagine we somehow did draft the top 3 guy. You made the MPJ trade, right? And we still drafted Danny Wolf. If you had Danny Wolf with the Cooper Flagg and Ace Bailey or Dylan Harper and you have MPJ, all this stuff somehow I could see existing with this team, but you didn't. You drafted 5 rookies who they're your responsibility, and now MPJ is the clear number 1 guy because of his scoring numbers. But if you don't divvy up the responsibilities, if you don't actually test these rookies the proper way, then it's just going to be MPJ and everybody else following his lead. But that's not a recipe for sustainability, and it's not tangible long term. That's what Leaf has been saying the last few weeks on the stream, and I agree with them. You can't make third options your future franchise guy. It's never going to work. We're just going to be another parody of the Chicago Bulls, a parody of the Sacramento Kings. And I think we could be better than that if we invest in the rookies a little bit more and Jordy stops using some of these vets that are expendable as scapegoats for why he's not playing the rookies. That's been my main critique, Breeze, and I think we can find common ground in what we've seen on that. Tonight, to me, was a step back for the rookies. Yes, it was a step forward for MPJ, who now has the highest trade value on the team. He's looking like a top 20 player, but that's good for him. Is it good for us overall in our future? No, it's not.
Good for the Nets. Bro, hold on. No, but what I'm saying is, as a coach, Jordy Fernandez can't allow Jordy Fernandez. Bro, that's why he said what he said to Eric Slater. He can't allow Diego to be out there throwing backward passes to nobody.
Exactly.
Like, what the?
Are rookies allowed to make mistakes? Are rookies
What I'm saying is,
what are we talking about here?
Bro, what I'm saying is stick to the fundamentals. Everybody gonna make mistakes, but you trying to be fancy when you ain't even really like that. Like, bro,
don't do that.
Have you seen what Danny Wolf is doing that's fancy? Have you seen what Danny Wolf is doing? He's doing some crazy stuff right now. Why can't the rookies get that same type of grace?
John, listen. Nobody's saying
Danny Wolf's really like that.
Tyrese Martin is the say all be all, but all we saying is they do give us some type of structure out there, bro. Because if you got all these rookies out there, bro, it's like the blind leading the blind, and none of them really look that advanced.
They don't learn anything.
But they haven't gotten the trust. But, Joey, I agree with you that there is some small structure, but if you don't trust your rookies, their confidence is never going to be where it's at. Danny Wolf had 4 years in college. These guys are all freshmen coming in trying to become acclimated. And if you kick them on the bench just because of 1 or 2 mistakes, they're never going to break through that rookie wall known as Jordy Fernandez if you don't trust them. I agree. The structure right now is simply MPJ dropping 30 a night, Claxton mixing in some rebounds, a double-double. Then you have Clowney, who had a decent night tonight. Wasn't great by stretch of imagination. Then you have some rookies giving stuff here or there. And then you have the Tyrese Martin BS
Remember
show.
what you're doing.
That's not a stable structure, though, Joey.
Remember what you're doing.
Whatsoever.
Remember the plan.
What's the plan, Scott? But Scott, you just talked about
winning tonight. I thought we were supposed to be tanking.
But you said we're not tanking tonight, Scott. Though.
No, I didn't say that we wasn't tanking tonight. No, I didn't.
We already won too many games.
No, we didn't.
Wait, Joey, finish your point. Wait, Joey, finish your point before I talk to Scott. What's your point, Joey?
No, I was gonna say the thing with you, John, is you just 100% development. Like you don't care about nothing else. You just want the rookies to get that playing time. You know what I'm saying? And then other people see it as like, yeah, we want them to get that playing time, but also got to be some kind of structure out there because listen, if these guys are going out there and nobody's the real alpha or no, we don't really know who's we're going to run the offense to because none of them really got it like that, then it's going to kind of like, it's going to fuck with their confidence a little bit. All I'm saying is like, you got to have, gotta have guys like Man and MPJ and Martin to balance shit out.
Right. I agree with you with the MPJ thing, but Man and Martin respectfully don't balance out a damn thing because if they were actually on good team, wait, can I just finish with Joey? They would be on third stringer teams right now, or Man would be a bench piece. Martin's definitely a third stringer on a great team right now. But I agree with you that there is some semblance of a small structure, but at the end of the day, the ultimate confidence builder is the coach. He was happy drafting 5 guys. And right now, my main goal for the end of the season is at least Yegor, Powell, and Wolf can be rotation guys. Nolan and Saraf, it's going to be a journey for the both of them, but we'll see. But they still need time, too, to see what they can make of themselves. Now, Scott, to you said tonight that the game had to be close because that's why the rookies weren't playing. But it's like,
I said it would be good for Wolf.
Why
I said
winning?
that turned out to be good for Wolf because he got good playing time in a situation with a great player.
Yeah, but
he learned something. Well, you can't teach everybody every night, man.
Well, that's
some people got to learn some other time. You can't say, "Oh, everybody got to get burned" because of that.
But Scott, you were talking about winning with Wolf tonight. It's like, why can't the
I'm talking about learning. I'm talking about learning.
Well, you can't learn just watching off the bench after 1 or 2 mistakes. That's not how I would learn. If I give my all out there,
2 minutes tonight.
Oh man!
I just want the Nets to learn by getting their ass whooped by 20 points every game.
It's not about getting your
for the rest of the season.
It's about pushing.
Stay on 6 wins, man. Stay on.
It's about pushing the future. Now, I agree with Joe. There is some small semblance of a structure. I don't think it's feasible. That's why I'm happy trade deadline is here, because now we're going to find out. This last month of November was an evaluation period for everybody. And I think we'll kind of know who could be off this team in a few months, who might stay on this team. But I think this front office, you're in a great position now where you could collect a whole bunch of assets if you make the right moves and decide who's expendable, who's needed, but who's going to be part of your young core that you all drafted. That's what we need to get to the bottom of here. And I feel like some people are creating these delusional clouds of, hey, maybe 1 or 2 vets on this team with some of these rookies is going to lead us somewhere. Without a franchise guy, you're going nowhere. And without proper development, these rookies are never going to hit no ceiling.
It's going to lead us to 26 wins, John. It's going to, just like last year. It's going to lead us to 26 wins.
I think we have the
for no reason.
I think we have the
26
6 odds
wins
again
for no
right
reason.
now. So if you guys are confident about the 6 odds again, last 6 years it's been a 6 to 8 pick. So you happy seeing one of those chips fall? I'm not.
We need the top 3 pick or number 4. If we don't get top 4, I don't know, man. It's not gonna work. We're just gonna stay in the same level. And that's gonna stay in the same level.
The Clippers pick is higher than ours right now.
So, and that's OKC's pick.
That's disgusting. Yo, Clippers is nasty. Clippers, yo. Clippers was winning last game. They gave it up.
We have a nightmare scenario on our hands right now. And right now, the Wizards, I think they lost again tonight. They're now the worst record again. Now the Hawks, who have the Pelicans pick, they're second worst odds. And then you have the Pelicans somewhere in there. Like, as much as like we're in a – if we could be the 4 or 5 pick, let's say, our odds might be okay. But if we're 6, 7, 8 – the odds are looking very not.
But number 5 is not okay for us too. Not really, not ideal.
No,
number 4, maybe.
If we get top 5, I'll live with it.
5's got Philly 3.
Yeah,
so it may be the best situation for us.
No, because at least we get a chance to pick Caleb Wilson after these 3 motherfuckers before us.
But don't discount Nate Amont. He has a potential KD, Laurie Markin ceiling. If I have the
he's falling, you know that, right? He's falling in the draft. They got him at number 11 right now.
There's also Tunde Yasufu, another prospect I think that we could make work on this team. I've heard of Senek, the center that's like the best center in this draft. Yeah, Chris Senek. Like we have options.
No, he's a freak. He's like an athletic freak.
We have options to consider with that 5th pick, but let's.
I know, but you know, John, top 4 is different, John. You know, top 4 guys.
I know people's, but just like Leaf was saying, with this front office, do we really all trust that they'll do the right thing? I'm even worried with this deadline that all we're going to do is flip Cam Thomas and Haywood Highsmith for 2 seconds, and he'll call it a day. Ooh, I only used $2 million of my $15 million in cap space. Like if he does that, talk about missed opportunities.
Kangaroo Jack got some work to do starting Sunday, man.
Like you cannot tell me that this roster is the roster we're going with for the next 2 years to be what, a mediocre playing team, and these rookies still aren't developing. Then you're in a situation where you're screwed.
Not mediocre. 25 wins, John. We're not going to be mediocre. We're going to win like 25 wins. 25 games.
If you keep playing your rookies 2 to 3 minutes, you'll feel what I'm feeling in a few minutes, peoples. If that's what the end goal is here,
John, we have to stay on this 6 wins as long as possible. You know what I'm saying,
Good luck
John.
with that with Jordy.
I understand the fucking Jordy, man. Fucking the other team got 3 wins. You got 3 wins. We got 6 wins, but it's already scary because the worst team is like 3 and 23, right? Some shit like that. The motherfucker's 3 and 23 already.
We ain't catching up with the
That
Wizards.
shit is crazy, man.
As far as I'm concerned,
That
the
shit is
Wizards are
fucking
probably
crazy,
securing at
bro.
least the 5th pick right now. So we're down to 4 slots at that point. So already we're
I think
facing
we can
an
still catch
avalanche.
him. It depends on what Jordy.
We,
I mean,
we
it
ain't
depends on what
catching
Sean Marks
Washington
do.
Peoples. We're
I
not
know, but
catching
if Sean
Washington.
Marks gonna get on the phone, boy, do his fucking magic, he better get the fucking working, man. You better get the legs fucking. I don't know, whatever you gotta
If
do,
he
man.
doesn't,
Hop your way
if he
to a deals,
if he
man.
doesn't take advantage of this
Hop your way.
deadline, we're going to be in a very precarious situation because the only way you could justify keeping most of this core is you get top 4. If not, we're stuck where the Bulls and the Kings have been the last few years, which
I
is
know,
you may have one or
like
two guys on the
people.
team, but you're not going anywhere.
People
That's the
people
thing.
thinking it's not a big deal. It's a fucking huge. It's enormous fucking
You
deal
know what a
because the
great
people behind us, the
you
teams
know what a great
behind us.
you know what a great example is? Keegan Murray with the Kings, Breezy's favorite prospect.
Disgusting. I seen him
They
with
had a
the
That's
chance.
Blazers.
hilarious.
Disgusting.
They had a
Disgusting
chance
player.
to add Pascal Siakam alongside De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis, which I thought would have been a very competitive 3 in a West that was just starting to be ultra competitive. But what did they do? They pivoted because they didn't want to give up Keegan Murray, so Pascal went to the Pacers. They pivoted to Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan, and now they have Dennis Schroeder and Russell Westbrook. Look where
But
they are
they
right
got a
now.
lottery pick though,
They're
right?
on the
They got a
bottom of
lottery
the
pick.
garbage barrel right now. I don't want that for our future. I want us to have a interesting mix of the young talent being pushed forward, but you do have to add veteran winning pieces. My only thing is this: do we realistically see both Claxton and MPJ being a part of that? Maybe MPJ. I just don't see it with Claxton because Wolf right now, he's doing offensive things Claxton has never done in 7 years. Like the shots he did tonight, I've never
But
seen
John,
anyone
do
make
you
those shots.
John, do you really think the Nets offensive system, which is I fucking hate it. It's not sustainable. You know that, right? You can't win
That's
when
what
you
I'm
doing the
saying.
pick and rolls like at the 3-point line.
You think Clax had a bad
It's
game?
dumbest. It's the dumbest offense. You're never gonna win.
A double double is fine for his standards, but Scott, you just look what Danny Wolf is doing right now. Offensively,
No,
he
I'm
can run
talking about
teams.
Clax. I'm not talking about
The
Danny Wolf.
Nets
Danny
love
Wolf
shooting
did
threes.
good too, but
Nets
I'm just
love
saying.
shooting threes, man.
You know what I
You're
saw
never gonna
tonight?
win like that.
You know what I saw tonight, Scott, with Jalen Durant against the Hawks, man? He had this play where this guy just standing on the rim. Jalen Durant goes at him, I think barely shoulders him, kicks his ass across the floor, and he puts the ball up in the hoop. If we had a center like that on this team, man, I'll be saying nothing bad about
That's a
Claxton.
grown ass man, Joe.
But Durant is
Exactly.
Durant. That's what makes him who he
And
is.
Claxton is Claxton. Listen, his playmaking numbers.
So it's imperative that the coach put you in position to win. If we short somewhere, that's so be it. There ain't nothing you can do about that. You can try to trade and all. I don't know what you're looking for. If it ain't out there, it ain't out there. But whatever the case may be, this is who we got right now. If you're going to trade for Clax, you got to have an end game. You got to have somebody to go to.
Some young people.
Right now, you saying Danny Wolf
right now.
is not. Come on, man.
He has made a case. Did you see what he did tonight?
Come on, man. Don't put that guy in that situation.
And hit a
And he had a
three.
good post.
Don't do that. Don't say that.
against
Don't
AD.
say that. Don't
What do
say
you mean?
that.
Don't say that. I'm pushing.
Let him grow. Let his game. Let him
guy.
grow. Let his game grow into what they need.
Oh yeah. Meanwhile, Claxton's going to keep being beaten by the best bigs in the NBA, but because he's now
You
averaging,
think Danny Wolf wouldn't get beat by?
that changed the whole narrative.
You think Danny Wolf would have did better than Clax in the center today?
I seen him in the
No, wait, people.
What'd you say, Scott?
People, he's going to stop AD.
No, but nobody gonna stop AD.
Okay, then. So then, what are we talking about then?
Damn if you don't, Scott.
What are you talking about? You're talking in circles.
If you have a strong power forward next to Danny Wolf, you can handle some of those.
Yeah, but that's now you adding another person. I'm talking about the individual.
Oh, okay. So Claxton could guard Anthony Davis.
I didn't say he could.
Well, then what are we talking about? Then why
you saying Danny Wolf is better? You saying Danny Wolf is better? Better at what?
Scott, Danny Wolf is better at running the offense as a point center. Something.
Yes, but I'm talking about stopping you. Y'all saying that he couldn't stop.
Danny Wolf can't stop AD neither. I got you.
Right. Thank you. This is what they were saying.
You're just talking purely about his defensive case, which I think for the most part, defensively, Wolf's giving you better than what people were telling me he was going to give you, which is great energy edge. He puts his arms up. He gets a block or two. He can rebound.
He's
Right now,
not
it's been
better
good.
than Clax
And he
in the
blocked
paint.
the shot. The little
He's
guy.
not better than Clax in the paint.
What
Trust
do you
me.
mean against the best bigs? He's getting.
I don't care against anybody. He's
you
not
don't
better
care
than
if you
Clax
don't wanna
right
win,
now.
Scott. So, Scott,
As
you
of
don't wanna
right
win.
now, Danny Wolf is great offensively. Yes,
He do have
got a
fundamentals.
bag.
He do have
He got a bag. His game is not complete yet. His first year in the NBA, and you already want him to be starting center.
How many
He's
threes
not
has Danny
that.
Wolf made? Yo,
He
wait,
wasn't
wait,
even
wait,
a center
wait.
he wasn't even a center at Michigan.
I have a question.
He wasn't even a center in Michigan.
I have a question. How many threes has Danny? Wait. How many threes? How many threes has Danny Wolf made so far? Does anybody have the answer?
He's not a center in
Does anybody have the
Michigan.
answer? Jamal, do you have the answer? How many threes has Danny Wolf made so far?
Danny's the modern
No,
big man.
Listen,
Wait, what,
he
Jamal?
could shoot. He could shoot, but the whole thing is to me it's balanced out because he don't have he don't do Clax do other things. Same thing as Danny. Danny could shoot. I said Danny. I see him as playing a power forward.
I like
more
him.
than a center.
Y'all seen the
I like
Nichols
him.
air ball? Y'all seen the Nichols air ball by the free throw
Listen,
line?
you can't play Wolf with Claxton for the specific reason. You can't have
Why?
Claxton be a forward. Right now, Danny Wolf is a point center. He runs your offense. So Claxton would have to be an offensive power forward, which he's not.
You know what? Maybe they should experiment this. Maybe they should sit Clutch for a game and let Danny Wolf start and see how this goes.
Against a good
Let's
center.
see for what it is. That's what we're supposed to be doing this year.
Right.
Let's see what that
I'm
would
sure
look
he'll
like.
do
Let's
just
see how
fine.
this experiment goes.
So you could destroy his heart because what they're going to do.
If he
Scott,
get
has
killed
Danny
out
Wolf
there,
look like he cares about broken feelings? The guy's kicking ass right now.
because if he get killed out there, then it's gonna be a different narrative.
Yeah,
Right.
y'all seen it. Y'all seen the Mavs player. It was like, yo, who's covering that guy when he made the three? he had his hand like towards the bench, towards the Mavs bench. He was like, what the fuck?
You
This guy
gotta
keep making
realize,
threes.
but you see, the whole thing is you're not realizing he's not even playing against the starters. He's coming off the bench playing against their reserves.
You know what's crazy? He's
He
only
played
played
against
9.
AD.
You know what's crazy? Danny Wolf's only played 9 games. His 3-point percentage is 44.4. Claxton's made 9 threes in 7 years. Listen, I know, guys. You guys want to have Claxton on the defensive metrics, but offensively, Danny Wolf is blowing Nick Claxton out of the NBA stadium right now. The ball, whatever you want to call
Hey,
it.
John, we still gave up 119 points, John. We still remember with
this is
Claxton
crazy.
that they love his defense, right? They love his defense. He still gave up 119. Doesn't matter.
Man, if you watch
When he give up 119, anything
Wait,
goes.
what, Joey? Wait, what, Joey?
I'm just saying, listen, I like Claxton. He's been improving. I think him and Danny both got their vices, right? They both got their pros and their cons. But listen, man, if you're sitting up here and you watch basketball and you telling me Nicholas Claxton is got just as much offensive skills as Danny Wolf, then I gotta question your basketball IQ.
Thank you, Joey. Oh my God!
Yo, Danny's so good. You crazy,
Like,
Danny? Put
there's no
buckets in
way.
his
Like
sleep.
this man, his feel for the game. You see when he pump fake and he
Yep.
just reset and then got the 3 back, step to the side and got the 3 off and hit. Like,
Crazy.
listen, Claxton's not doing that type of
Nicholas
shit.
will
That's
never
what
do
the
that.
big in the league are doing it.
Notorious. He's a better scorer. We give it that. We know that already. But we're not gonna act like Claxton's not giving
that great defensively as y'all act like he is for me to really give
That's
Claxton
facts.
a clear.
You think he's better than Danny
but
Wolf?
he's better than, but Wolf is better than him defensively.
15. Look at the
Wolf ain't
number.
better than him
15
defensively.
That was the
three-pointers
argument.
in
That was the
9
argument.
games. Whoa.
Absolutely, Wolf is not better than him.
That's the
This
argument.
is what we
That's the
we
argument.
trying to say. We
That's
just
the
trying to say.
argument.
But I don't
You
know.
can't.
Danny be
You don't
holding
have
his
to
own.
tear
though.
never play it
Danny be
down.
holding his own. Yeah.
You
I don't know.
That's the whole thing. You don't have to tear never play it down to boost another one up.
Wolf will never be better than Clax defensively. Let's keep it a buck. Clax is way more an athletic, quicker on his feet, big than Wolf. It just
Yeah,
is
one
what
is
it
a better scorer. One is a better defensive player.
You said
Yeah,
who's
Wolf-
the better scorer?
Did you see that number?
I said-
Yeah, we said Wolf is a better shooter.
You said Claxton is a better scorer than Danny Wolf?
No, I
No,
said one is a
Wolf
better
is better
scorer.
than Danny Wolf.
Oh, yeah,
But
yeah.
so
Wolf
how
is
come the
better.
little guy got a
But I
layup
will say
on
this,
Nicholas?
but hold on, let me
How
say
come
something
little
about
guy
my
got
man
a
Danny
layup?
defense, because I get it. He
His
not
feet
gonna
is
play
getting
defense,
quicker
but y'all
than I
not gonna
thought it
sit up here
was.
and act like he's some shit too.
No, his feet is
when
quick.
he is in there, he's
He
moving his
he
feet.
plays hard.
He's
He plays
bodying
hard.
up players. He's holding his own.
He plays
not
hard.
As bad as on defense.
He just can't get off the floor quick
He
enough.
holding his own. That's
He
what I
just
kept-
can't
Wait,
get.
wait, what do you mean get off the floor quick
Yeah,
enough?
he's
Have you seen him go to the rim multiple times on
He's
speed?
slow-footed. He's
He just
slow-footed
can't-
at times.
He can't get off the floor quick
Shit, he
enough.
ain't that much worse than Dayron, man.
Right,
No,
exactly.
no, we know
exactly.
he's way better than
We know
Dayron.
this
He can
already.
dribble a basketball.
Right. We know that.
He can
We know
dribble
that.
a basketball.
You talk about
Dayron
Butterfinger
can't dribble a
shot.
basketball.
Yo,
We
the
know
Nets-
that.
Nets,
but we
even
shot.
the
You
Nets
know that?
Tower boys know he's better than Dayron. Even the
And we
Tower
got a
boys.
dude that's been with us about 3-4 years, and he still ain't that much better as far
But
as like.
but
Right.
that's
his,
the whole thing.
his
Notorious.
footwork.
But that's the whole thing. We talk about development, but then we want to push people out the way after 2 to 3 years.
Listen, I feel
Claxton's
what
been
you're
with us
saying,
for
but at the
7
same time,
years.
you gotta
I'm not
understand
talking
when
about
somebody
Clax. I'm
got
not
it-
even talking about Clax
when
no more.
somebody-
We
it's
do away
either
the
you
rate.
got it or you don't, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. So this is how other players they develop. Some players develop slowly. You get what I'm saying? Like it takes them a while to
And
develop.
then some players just don't got it.
Yep.
Some players just don't have it.
Just like
You're right.
just like we brought up Killian Hayes, right? We made
Yeah.
that clear example. He was highly recruited. He was a lottery pick and this, that, and the third. And Detroit invested all that time into him.
We know what
Picked
Clax
him
is
as
going
a
to be.
lottery pick, and he didn't pan out because he didn't have it.
Wait, Scott, this is-
we know what Clax is going to be.
Wait,
we know what
wait, Scott,
Clax is.
Exactly.
And we know what he is. He's not
But
going to
only
be this
Clax,
great
though.
three
Not
scorer.
only Clax though, Scott. We know
Yeah.
what Dayron is.
Yeah, we know what Dayron is.
We
He's
already
a
know who he
banger.
is.
Yeah,
We know what he
Real
is.
quick. Dayron
Go ahead.
is gonna go to another team and put up all-star numbers. Nigga.
No,
know
he's
what
not.
he is.
No.
Yeah,
Wait,
right.
Scott, you
So-
talked about Claxton's defense. You know what our defensive rating is right now? 119.9. That's
Yep.
That's
26th in the
because
league.
that's
So
what
there you
happened
go.
when you don't have a point guard.
No, whoa, but we're talking about Claxton though and what he does defensively.
No,
That's a
you
big
saying
argument against
defensive
you all night
rating?
tonight.
You saying the whole team, right?
That's
Yeah, but who's the
disgusting.
anchor? But
No,
who's the
right.
anchor?
Listen,
You said Claxton was the anchor. You said
listen.
he's
You
the
can't
anchor.
blame Claxton for the whole team.
They're not
You
even
cannot.
the same team,
But you
though.
said he's
So
the
then you
defensive
can't
anchor.
make it a Claxton thing when you say a defensive rating.
But you said defensive anchor, so of course, Scott, I can look at the
didn't-
numbers.
All I'm saying is you cannot
Which don't look
blame Claxton for the whole team.
Then why
That's
you
what
blaming
I'm saying.
Then why are you blaming Danny Wolf for his defensive limitations?
I'm not saying. I'm just saying compared to Claxton, them two. You said the center.
What I think he
You
said.
saying
Can I speak
you
real
saying
quick, son?
he's saying
I don't know.
Danny is the center.
Danny holding
He's
his
not
own.
trying to
I don't know
blame
about
Mike.
y'all.
He's
Danny
trying to
holding
say
his own.
that- hold on,
what's
real
Joey?
quick. I think he's trying to say that Claxton's a decent defender, but he's not as an anchor defender like you think he is.
Exactly.
Right.
His
Exactly.
numbers, he's not really shifting shit for the team when he on the court like you think he is.
Exactly. Listen,
But listen.
But
Well,
Notorious,
Joey,
you
when
can't
you
really
have
say that.
when you
can't
have
say
point.
that because go ahead, Scott. Go
No,
ahead.
go ahead. No, when you have poor point guard people out there and they can get into the paint on you at will, which is the Nets at will, every team's point guard and two guard is just going berserk. So your defensive rating is going to be weak.
That's funny.
It's a team thing when you say defensively.
Listen, Scott,
you can't have just one anchor and think that anchor is going to hold your whole team.
Let me say this.
That's not how it works, dude.
That's a good point.
Like he holds. I get it. He has problems with centers, but he's holding every other position. Everybody that's poor defensively on his team, he's holding their mans.
And as much as we want to sit there and talk about defensively, if you look at the guards on teams that play against us, they get to the paint on will.
Okay, so we have
At,
no
at
defensive
will.
anchor.
At
Listen,
will. You
Scott,
cannot do that. You can't
Scott,
do that in the
Scott,
NBA.
I'll give you this. I'll give this about Claxton. He's taking offensive leaps on his playmaking and his free throws. Me, Joe.
That's
and
all we can
everybody else,
ask. That's all we can ask.
No, but wait.
That's all we can ask. You can't ask him to be
No, we can't. No, you can't. If you're
you can't ask him to be something he's not.
Scott. You know what it says on his title? You know what it says on his title? Brooklyn Nets center. And
He
we've
is
seen
a
some.
center.
No, but Scott, you gotta let me finish. He's made offensive strides, but defensively, we are 26th in the NBA. So as much as he's made
He's
some
still
strides
saying that.
offensively, defensively, it's nothing to write home about. And we're trying to look for an anchor that can
You
go
didn't
up
hear
against
nothing I
Jalen
said.
Duran, Victor Wembanyama,
He ain't
Nikola
say,
Joker. We don't have that
What
in
you
the
hold on,
Claxton.
hold
he
on,
ain't
hold
hear
on.
nothing I
What did Scott,
said.
what'd you say, Scott? What'd you say?
He didn't hear nothing I said just now. All he know is if our team's ranking is low defensively, that it's Claxton's fault. That's what he's telling me.
It's a part of it. It is a part of it.
It's
Well, he's
Claxton's fault that
responsible for
our
a
defensive
lot of it,
ranking is.
Scott. He's
Oh,
responsible
okay.
for a lot
All
of it.
right. All right. So when
Because
we
you have to protect the paint.
I hope they put Danny Wolf at center, and when they shit on us at 140 points, I want you to sit back and say,
Because let's
Scott,
be
why do
real,
you hate
I
Clowney.
really
development?
hope so.
Clowney's
Wait,
not
Scott, why do you
covering
hate
his weight
development?
either. Like these players are not covering it. They're not
Because I
covering their
never
weight.
heard anybody say a defensive ranking for a team is one player's fault. I
Scott, why do
never
you hate
heard that.
development? This is shocking.
I never heard that
No,
before.
I said he's responsible for a
Wait,
lot
hold
of
on one
percentage.
second, peoples. I got to
Yeah,
talk with Scott for a
I don't
second.
care how
Scott,
you
Scott.
twist it.
I'm shocked at you, Scott, right now,
Well,
because yesterday
Yeah,
on your
because you're saying that.
Can I say one thing to Scott real quick? One thing. Yesterday on your show, you told me, oh, there's a hope that there's a top 4 franchise guy next to draft, and we kind of know who those guys could be. But now you're saying to me today that development doesn't matter because Claxton, what he does is so viable. But it's like
I
you
didn't say
shit on
development doesn't
Danny
matter.
Wolf.
I
Danny
said
Wolf
they
is
need to
giving you a
be
lot of
in.
effort right now.
I agree with what
Are we
Jordy was
developing or
saying.
what?
I agree with what Jordy mentioned in his press conference when he said that it's not just the minutes, it's the quality of the minutes. Wolf got quality minutes today. Now you're complaining about how the rest of the rookies didn't get minutes. You can't play everybody every night, John. Sometimes you got to have a scheme so players can learn from it.
Then why
As a
draft
coach, you also teaching. We accomplish one thing that we want to accomplish for the whole season is to stay low in the win column. Right? Am I right or wrong?
Facts.
Did we accomplish that?
No.
Well, we didn't take an L today.
We
didn't take an L today. We didn't take an L today.
We almost beat them. We almost beat them.
Almost don't count. Almost don't count. Did we take an L?
Oh man, Scott, this is the thing.
Did we take an L?
No, Scott.
Hold on. Time out. Let's get past the opinions. We're gonna get to the facts. We took the loss. A loss is a loss. And
Right.
Ain't gonna say an almost loss. It's gonna say a loss. This is Jordy Fernandez saying why he did what he did with Diego. It says, I think that he was trying to fix mistakes by trying to make things happen, and this is not how you want to do things. I need him to play with better readiness and better physicality, and this is not the way that
Thank
the team
you.
needs him to play. So he's not going to. So he's got to be better. Otherwise, the minutes are going to be, going to go down, and somebody else will take advantage of that. So I know that he cares. He always responded and punched back. So he's way better than what he performed tonight. So again, I like the coach taking head-on questions, not sugarcoating it. This is him not compromising the integrity of him as a coach and being with the media, just a soft spot for the media to attack. He's basically standing on his square saying that if our lottery pick that we lost, all it is for, his minutes will get cut because, again, they will give his minutes to Ben Saraf. He started. Ben Saraf started at the first game of the season. Ben Saraf started. So they would give it to Nolan Traore. They would give it to Ben Saraf over Diego. It's on Diego at this point. It's not like Diego is not getting the opportunities, bro. He's got more starts than Ben Saraf, more starts than any other point guard this season. So I just think he has to be more aggressive in the beginning of the game. Get going. You know what I'm saying?
Breeze, if he could be this cutthroat with his rookies, why does he do the same thing with Terrence Mann and Martin, who've been dragging ass on defense for how many weeks now? Why doesn't he ever call them out and say, listen, I give these guys more minutes than my rookies, yet they are not always playing at the level I expect them to play at. But these rookies, man, they gotta get like just pushed into a corner because they made a mistake. They had one off game, but these vets who keep stealing the minutes, They play like ass, but hey, no comments. One's the glue of the team. One's a star in his role. But Yegor, hey, you gotta go to the G League, kid. Powell, you've done everything I've asked you to do, but you're not aggressive on offense. Go to the G League, kid. Like Jordy's problem is he thinks that he could buy into his own BS instead of facing reality for once. You drafted 5 rookies. Your responsibility. Now you're telling me that they have to earn their minutes, Hunger Game style. Well, you have vets dragging ass on this team, not doing a damn thing to really positively impact the future of what you're trying to do. Congrats, Jordy. You're doing a great job of BSing the rookies, but lying to yourself. There you go. There's the truth on the quote.
I don't see it all the way the same way you do. This is MPJ.
No, that's respectful. That's respect. We agree to disagree on that. We can agree to disagree.
Right. MPJ, he said, I love the staff. I love the energy of practice. Everyone gets along and has great vibes and great energy around the facility. So whatever team wants and appreciates that what I bring to the table, then that's where I want to be. And I feel I feel like they do here. So he likes his role with the Brooklyn Nets, bro. I like the players that want to be here because a lot of players want their contract and they don't care where they at. They don't care if they're with the Brooklyn Nets. They just want the contract. But MPJ is showing that he wants to have a significant role with the Brooklyn Nets. So I respect it. Any of y'all want to comment on what he said?
At the end of the day, there's clearly a want to be here if it fits what the team wants, right? He's right now your number one option. He's been offensively playing like an all-star. With it's December right now. Once January starts, they start doing the all-star voting. He's made a clear-cut case to be an all-star for the Nets or wherever he's going to be on by February. He is playing like one. I just think for the Nets, from December 15th to February 5th, they ask themselves, do we see MPJ in 2 to 3 years coming back to this team on a slightly adjusted contract to be your second or third guy? It's a possible reality. But at the end of the day, I think what the Nets shouldn't do is overwhelm or overburden him, given the back surgeries, given the fact he's taking this year by year. What he's done this first month has been great, but I think what Jordan needs to do is figure out a way to spread out the offensive capabilities so this guy is not just driving his career into the ditch right now.
It's a big court, bro. If we're going to spread out the offense, it got to be Diego and Drake Powell stepping up on offense. It got to be.
They got to be part of the plays. If they make them, if they are part of the plays and they miss shots, that's on them. But you have to give them a chance to be a part of it. We don't need to see MPJ drop 30 points tonight. The goal is to get him through a season healthy with high value and to see where he's at by February 5th on this team or off this team. That's what the goal is for MPJ. I can see him, Breeze, being a second or third option, but if we don't get no top 4 guy, you keep this guy, you overpay this guy, and his back goes out in 2 or 3 years. What are we doing here? Like the Nets have to look at all options right now.
But what I'm saying is, you don't pay him 4 years. I give him 2 years, but you give him what he's asking for in those 2-3 years. Give him the 3rd-year player option. But for him to be so seamlessly fit into what Jordy's asking for, remember the history that Jordy has with him with the Nuggets. You got to make him essential to the roster, bro. You have to.
We just got to see where we're at by February 5th. I think he's made a case to be here. He's obviously saying the right things. I just think between next Monday and February 5th, a lot of things could change or they could stay the same. I just think for the Brooklyn Nets, if you're going to keep this guy, do good by him. Make sure he's healthy by the deadline or the end of the season, and that we do have a plan going to next year where if he's on this team as a second or third option, go get the franchise guy to play with him or draft that guy. But if this is the guy you're going to make your number one option going forward, it's not going to end well for anybody. So I just hope they do right by him, and hopefully we figure out by February 5th if he is a possible part of this team or you get a holdback for him. I just agree with what Joey said. MPJ has given us so much optionality with MPJ. You could keep him, you could trade him, you could re-sign him in 2 years. But for the Brooklyn Nets, do not force this guy into a corner where you're driving him in the dirt and his back gives out because you're forcing him to be that option. Try to construct something next summer, and hopefully, if he's still a part of this team, he can still do what he's doing. Obviously not dropping 30 a night, but for right now, it's good. It's just, let's see where we're at by February before we start thinking about any extensions.
I feel what you're saying, but 34 points a game, 8 and almost 9 rebounds, 4 assists. Bruh, I got no knock on what he's doing, bro. And again, it's because of the efficiency. He don't have 34 point shooting under 40%.
Yeah,
he's over 50% with 40.
I mean, playing like he's from Jupiter, yo.
I don't know, Breezy. How you tell him not to play? You know what I'm saying? If the guy is good, the guy is healthy, he's shooting well. How you tell him not to be in your lineup?
You adjust the system. You evolve the offense and getting more people involved. Not just MPJ
No,
has to
I'm
be
just
a
saying.
savior.
I'm just saying. Even in his short period of time, I mean, he do spend 30 minutes on the court. But what I'm saying is,
But that's
I
not
mean,
bad
it's
for 30
hard. It's
minutes.
hard to tell somebody that you get playing time, and then this guy is getting busy, and you ain't giving him playing time.
At the
Nah,
end,
NBA don't work like that. You gotta give
if
him
the
Am I right
minutes.
or
Exactly,
wrong?
if
exactly.
the,
NBA don't work like
Am I
that.
right, Joey, or what?
I agree
if
with you.
I mean,
if
you
the,
have to play him. You have to play him. If
well,
he's
here's the
playing well, if he's playing well, he's doing what he need to do to set an example for your rookies and the rest of the team. When you coaching and you telling people if you effing up, you going on the bench. It ain't like you gonna put him on the. You know what I'm saying? It's how you telling me this as a player, and I'm averaging 30 points, shooting over 40%, getting rebounds, getting assists, and you want to sit me down?
Well, here's the scenario, Scott. Let's say they decide to keep him past the deadline because that I agree is a possible reality. I think we're all on the same page of you can keep him, you can move him, but most likely you can keep him, right? What they should do is after the deadline passes, you can start resting him, you can start limiting his minutes because by that point we're not
See,
competing for nothing. The last few months
see.
after February should be all dedicated to rookies. Because if MPJ is going to be here, there's no reason to play him in the dirt when you already gotten everything you got out of him. He's a part of the future. We might
But
extend him in a year or
bro,
something like
he's
that, but
not,
there's no reason to play him towards the end of the season,
bro.
is
But
all I'm
what I'm
saying
saying
to
is
keep him.
they not overexerting him. You saying play him in the dirt as if they running him ragged, bro. He's shooting at
They
a high.
will, and they will if he's the only
Hold on.
option going forward.
Even, bro, hold on. Let me say, and even when I think he got in foul trouble or something happened early in the third quarter, they subbed him out. Like I watch how they take care of him because remember it was me, John, and I think Ice who did that specific stream where we
No,
see him
Scott.
on
It
the
was Scott with us.
podcast. Scott, and he was talking about his back. We was talking, and we was on the podcast talking about his back. That's how we know all of the stuff that we saying. We
Right.
had watched the content, so I'm saying that to say, bro, if he was being overexerted, you would see it in his game, bro. There's no way he's shooting that efficient and being overexerted. Joey came back on the panel though. What up, Joey? You wanted to say something?
No, I'm cool. I'm just listening.
Okay.
I think they've done a good
Hold on.
job.
Let me say this one thing. JDJ he said they just have to rest him on the back to backs, but they need to be smart about which game he misses. If he have
Right?
a back
Yeah.
to back against New York and the Wizards,
Yeah. I
rest
don't
him
have
against
nothing
the
to.
Wizards. Yo, I
That
Yeah.
makes sense. That makes
totally
The
sense.
back to
agree with
backs is
this
there.
comment because again, that's player management. You know, you got
Yeah.
player
Yeah.
development, you got player management. This is them
Yeah. Yeah.
managing the injury, not injury, but preventing the injury by not
Right. Right. Right.
overplaying him. And
Right. Right.
to your point, John, if you playing him through back to backs and he the number one option, yes, that's
That's
running him in the
different.
dirt.
That's
You know
different.
what I'm saying?
Right.
But I have thus far, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen it. And for what it's worth, Michael Porter Jr. has made Brooklyn Nets basketball fun again. Because I'm gonna
Yep.
keep it real. When McCall was on this team, I was miserable, bro. I was miserable, bro. But yeah, I like watching the games. And tonight was a great game. Yeah, I knew we was gonna probably wind up losing, but we competed. We
Well,
competed for
you
this.
remember Breezy is an orange and blue lover. That's why he made you sick. You know that he's a Villanova lover.
Well, that he's
Villanova
a
lover.
quitter. That he's a quitter. I
That's
don't
what
want
he
quitters
is.
on my team, man. Especially when I knew there
He's
were
not a
people
quitter. He loves
that
he
were.
loves he loves his guys.
No, but
That's
I
what he
knew
does.
there were people defending Bridges, and it's sad that those people who did look like jerks because this guy never wants to be there. I don't like players like that. At least with MPJ, we know who he is. He's very honest about who he is. But you know what? I'll give him this. He's left it all on the court. Like I've never once said he's been a bad player for us this season. I just think if you're going to keep him, there has to be actual option plans. You're either getting a star in a year or two to play with him, or you're drafting one this summer and he becomes your 2 or 3 guy. I'm totally fine with that because the minutes will be perfectly dispersed for MPJ. But if you don't do either of those two things and he has to be a number one guy, that's when we're talking about the burden stuff, playing multiple
Yeah.
back to backs, or
Listen,
his minutes going from 30 to 40. Because as he gets older in
nah,
his
that's
30s,
what
those
I'm
back
saying, bro.
stuff
It's
does become a
extreme, bro. He's
problem.
not, bro. We're not going to have a front court with Wolf, Danny Wolf. I mean, Danny Wolf, Clowney, and in Clax and have him in a situation where he playing 40 minutes. Like, come on, John. Hold on.
Well,
This is
our
Michael.
team's been desperate in the past, so
Hold on. This is Michael Porter Jr. saying use being salary dump as fuel. He said, I knew I'd be able to change the narrative around me as a player using everything. Oh, my bad. Shit. He said, as a player, using everything you can as motivation is very important. If you can use things that keep pushing yourself, that's a big thing. Bro, I respect, bro. Again, man, as a fan, he gained me as a fan. You know what I'm saying? I was critical about him, saying that, oh, look at him trying to party. He wants to party all the time and all of this and that. Bro, he got my respect as a Nets fan, bro.
He's a serious guy, though.
One option since Kevin Durant. And y'all know Cam Thomas my favorite player. So, yeah, it is what it is.
He's put himself in a good position. I just agree with Joey that the front office has put himself in somehow a surprising great position where you just have a lot of things to consider. Who you keep this year, I'm expecting to be a part of our core for the next 2 to 3 years or however so long it is. But those decisions have to be logical, make sense, and put us in a better winning position. MPJ could definitely be a part of that, but I think I'm more in agreement with some of y'all that if Wolf keeps doing what he's doing, I just think trading Clax at the deadline could be your biggest move. Because if Wolf and MPJ are 2 parts of your main core going forward, I definitely feel confident that we can round out the 1, the 2, and the 4 if Clowney's still here or not. So, yeah, I think if Wolf and MPJ are still here after it's all said and done, you have 2 pieces already figured out. And you just have to figure out the other 3. So, yeah, there's definitely some positives to take away from this last month. But for me personally, I still feel like Jordy is not fully embracing the development stuff. And I'll keep calling that out until I see Jordy really advance most of these guys, at least, and giving them the fair trust to earn their roles and show they actually are part of this future. But I do agree, drafting 5 guys, it never made sense to me because you can't give them all that commitments. 1 or 2 guys are going to get asked out. And it's unfortunate that we're seeing it so soon. So that has to get addressed, sooner rather than later is what I'm saying. And the deadline will hopefully iron those things out for us.
I don't even think it's that. I think it's just clear as day as Jordy is like, listen, he's the type of coach where you're going to have to earn your minutes. He don't care if you're a rookie. He don't care if you're a lottery pick. He don't care if you been in the league 3 or 4, been with us 3-4 years. If you're not performing at the level, you ain't going to get your minutes. So that's what it just seems like, black and white. It ain't no gray area with him.
You're right,
So,
Joey.
Yeah, but starting Terrence Mann hasn't yielded any results for us. I mean, Joey, how many negative performances this guy had, and never once did Jordy ever call him out. So
but what I'm
he's not being
saying
fair there.
Drake Powell could easily take Terrence Mann's minutes by playing harder than him, bro. He don't.
He does. Wait, no, he does. He guarded Kate Cunningham, Desmond Bain, Anthony Simons. We saw the film. Who was Terrence Mann guarded this year? Find me somebody Terrence Mann guarded this year, please. Find the film for me. It's not there, right?
You can listen. Majority of the NBA, the shooting guard is scoring more than 6 points per game, bro.
And what is Terrence Mann scoring? Like
Terrence Mann been getting smoked though.
Come on, Terrence Mann's had 3-point performances in like 7 games. This is insane that this guy still gets leeway from Jordy. Like Drake Powell or somebody. One of our young guys should start.
It's a lot. Listen, I don't think it's a lot for Jordy Fernandez to ask Drake Powell to outplay Terrence Mann.
Can't outplay him. He's not playing. Can't outplay him if he's not playing.
Damn, Terrence Mann taking shots, boy.
Bro, Jordy Fernandez is saying if he telling Drake Powell, bro, you can have a starting position, just outplay Terrence Mann.
He's only got 2 minutes. How can I have a starting position? I'm not playing. Like, come on.
He sometimes he don't be in the right spot. Sometimes in your defense, he don't be in the right spot, man.
Have you seen his
numbers? Don't be there. Terrence Mann be there. That's the difference.
Scott, what are Drake Powell's
difference.
Wait, Scott. What are Drake Powell's field goal and 3-point numbers? Because I guarantee you,
he don't take enough shots though. Sometimes it's been times I've seen him pass up open shots, man.
You know why? Maybe he don't want to make a mistake and rush up a shot.
Well, then you got to get over. You got to get over that. You got to get over that. You got to get over that.
If he can't play, how's he going to get over it? This is what I keep saying. Jordy puts our heads to a wall, man, because the answers are so simple, but he's so stubborn.
He got to get over it. He got to get over it.
I don't know. I agree with you. Jordy has to get over it. I agree.
I feel like Drake Powell don't rush up those shots, Scott, because he's
but you gotta take your open shot, man.
No,
I
but see,
understand, but
Okay, then
sometimes
so then,
maybe you're not feeling.
no,
it,
you
know?
can't
Maybe
do
you're
it.
not
You
feeling.
can't go maybe in the
did you hear
NBA,
what Peoples
man.
just said?
I get what
Peoples,
you're saying.
Peoples, you
But
just
not
made
everybody
such a
can be great shooters, you know.
yo,
Well,
Peoples, you just
Can be
made
great shooters.
then you get on the
Peoples,
bench.
you just made such a logical statement. Why would he rush shots and
Yeah.
ruin what he's trying to build? Thank you,
Nah,
Peoples. That's
I
a
think he's a
logical thing
smart
to say.
guy, Scott. I think he's
I
just a
think he
smart
got
kid.
skills. Yeah, he
Exactly.
got
Kid.
skills. We know that. We know
Exactly.
he got
He's
skills.
one of your best young defenders, and it's
No,
just
he don't
mind-boggling.
want to make mistakes. I like people like that. I like
Yeah, but you got
players
to
who
play the
care about not
game.
making
You got
mistakes on the court.
you got to
He
play the
does
game,
play the
though.
You
game,
remember
Scott.
mistakes lead to points for the
Scott,
opponents.
he's made threes.
That's
He's
what
dunked the
happens.
ball. He's had multiple finishes at the rim. The problem is when you play Terrence Mann, Tyrese Smart, and two journeymen over him, of
It
course
must
his
be
confidence is going to
something.
feel a
It
certain
got to
way.
be something, man. Y'all not seeing the whole picture. Y'all not
I
seeing
see
the whole
I
picture.
see the picture. Jordy is not fully buying into this, and until he does, you're going to see these mediocre performances from our rookies because they're not getting the allotted time.
Yo, did he really play 2 minutes, man? That
Yeah,
shit
he
is
did.
crazy.
It's insane. It is
That shit is
insane
crazy.
that he did that. Like,
How the
come on,
fuck he
Jordy.
played 2 minutes, man? How the fuck did he
Insane.
play? Terrence Mann got all these minutes? Is that
He
what
got
happened?
27
And
minutes.
Tyrese, right?
He
Both
gave
of them got.
Terrence Mann 27 minutes, and the guy had a -7 performance. Like, what are we doing here?
I think he played Wednesday, didn't he?
Like, this
He
is this
played
is
2
this is
minutes. He played
this is
what?
He played
insane.
no. He played Wednesday, didn't he?
I can't
In
Like
the
remember.
G
wasn't
League.
Terrence Mann a bench
In the
guy
G
most of his
League.
career,
No,
and
what
then
you
the
call him
Clippers
played
kicked him off the
Wednesday.
team? This is crazy.
How the fuck he played 2 minutes though? I don't get it.
Listen, Drake Powell has done everything Jordy has asked of him, and he still gets benched. Like, you can't make Jordy happy. This guy wants perfection when you're in a rebuild.
But
Yo, hold on,
we
time
do
out,
have to
time
see
out.
Drake hungrier though on the court. We do have to see Drake Power hungrier because
Right.
He is hungry.
he be lacking
He
sometimes. I'm not gonna
passing up
lie, John.
shots, man.
He be
Because
lagging.
Jordy is part of Jordy's philosophy. Don't you remember he was talking
No,
about
that's
passing
not
the
Jordy's
ball?
fault.
Hold on,
That's
hold on,
not
I just want
Jordy's
him to
fault.
drive inside. Fuck the jump shots.
That's not Jordy's
Use
fault.
your
Yeah, okay.
athleticism.
That's on
Drive to the
him.
bucket.
So
Drive to the
Scott, what
bucket.
has Jordy not done well? And I want to hear what he's not done well.
hold
He's
Listen,
not done well.
any and every
Time, y'all.
coach would say. Go ahead.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I gotta close out. Y'all
Okay.
know I'll be trying to clip it stuff. Shout to Scott. Subscribe to Scott at Apartment Gamers and More. Shout to everything Brooklyn. That's John. He's on
Good show,
X
gentlemen.
handle. Shout to Jamal the franchise for joining the panel. Shout to Notorious. As y'all already know, he a member of the page. So I want to say, you know what I mean? Give a special thank you to the members of the page. Maria Signal Moore, Jelio, Marcus, Nets DNA, Beeman Boy, Notorious, Joey BK, Cooney Jean Philippe, GIHF _ Brooklyn LM. He was on the panel here earlier, and the Mr. Seahawks. Shout out to people Hernandez come on down. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe. I see y'all watching. Y'all help me get to 1.7. We still trying to go up. You know what I mean? Darby17 said W stream. I appreciate that. Nets fans is the best fans. Y'all already know. We're gonna be back with more content really soon, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. And I'm gonna just end off on a good note, man. You know what I'm saying? We still on course. We're still on course. We'll see y'all soon with more content. Nets fans is the best